Sedano and Cap as we broadcast live from SeaWorld San Diego. We'll explore the nation's largest standalone jellyfish exhibit, the all-new Jewels of the Sea, featuring awe-inspiring jellyfish, and set sail on a flavor adventure at the Seven Seas Food Festival. Don't miss the action, the fun, and maybe even a few surprises. Monday, April 14th, 3 to 6 p.m. Live from SeaWorld San Diego. SeaWorld San Diego. Open your world to something amazing.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investment to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover train will quickly move guests between all terminals, the new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and a kiss and fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less. And trains depart every 2 minutes, beginning in early 2026. Learn more on this website, lawa.org/ESPN.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Harry Douglas here. And when you're on a business trip, you know what goes completely off the rails? Your workout routine. Especially when you book a hotel that doesn't have a gym. So what ends up happening is you do a few push-ups and sit-ups in your room, you run around the block and just skip it entirely. Lame. If you just stay at La Quinta by Wyndham, you'll discover there's a fully equipped fitness center at every location. Now you can wake up and power your bis and tris the right way and de-stress with some cardio. The choice is yours, folks. Tonight, La Quinta, tomorrow you shine. Book direct at lq.com.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah, Ireland, best show on the radio.
Here we go, the Wednesday, April 9th edition of Mason and Ireland. Andy Kamenetsky is sitting in for Johnny I, shocking, and Greg Bergman, because it takes two to dance for John Ireland. Speaking of Johnny I, Mace is here too. Speaking of Johnny I, should we hear him lose his mind last night in Oklahoma City? Play the tape.
Hardenstein still trying to stay with him. Luka throws up an 8-footer. Good. And the Lakers lead 108-107.
Oh, Luka just got thrown out.
Why?
He was talking trash to a fan, and the referee thought he was talking to him.
Oh, this is an absolutely horrible decision by JT Orr. By the official. Absolutely horrible. You cannot throw a star player out of an NBA game for talking to a fan.
No, the referee thought he was talking to him.
I mean, Luka knew he had a technical already, right? Just saying. We will review and get you ready for the homecoming for Luka tonight in Big D as the Lakers get ready for night 2 of the back-to-back. Could we say it's a must-win in Dallas against our old friend Anthony Davis? That and what's up with the Dodgers, man? Let's do it. The Wednesday edition of Mason and Ireland right now.
Good afternoon. What was that, Chris?
What was the end of that thing with Morales?
That was reggae, Chris.
Is that what it was?
I think so.
That was trying to be homie, Chris, and it did not. It did not come through, Chris. Your homie card got revoked.
That did not. Yeah, we'll have to play that back a little
Stay in
later.
Orange County, my man.
That's embarrassing.
He's been living there too long.
That's embarrassing, is what that is. So
one of those rare times.
Where
Chris goes too far.
Right. Oh, it doesn't happen very often.
So what is what should be the main subject today? I'm not sure where to go. It's one of those days where we're going to talk about this one thing because this one thing had me so pissed off last night. By the way, good for John Ireland, who called it out in the moment as he saw it. They knew right away that Ireland said he's talking to a fan, and Michael Thompson thought he's talking to the ref. Exactly nailed the call in the moment, and I believe I'll quote John Ireland when I say
that is awful.
That is awful, is what that is. Luka Doncic ejected from a game when the Lakers led by 1. Luka was sort of backpedaling down the court. and quickly looked over into what appeared to be the crowd and jawed a little bit with a fan. The referee, a guy named JT Orr, felt like Luka, and he already teed him up once, felt like Luka was directing that at him and jacked him from the game. I'm sorry. First of all, that was a phenomenal basketball game. That was one of the most entertaining games I've seen all year. And to see it end with that.
Oh, this is an absolutely horrible decision by JT Orr.
Just is infuriating. Andy?
We got it. First of all, we got to get John Ireland and JT Orr in a room together.
Yeah.
Because I just want to see Ireland berating him for like the next hour. But
I don't care.
I love that so much.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Yep. He's right.
It's very much the moment of the star effing driven
It
town.
is. It is.
I don't care.
This is, and by the way, you hit John Ireland in his in his heart here, because this is his ongoing point about the referees and their relationships to star players and whether or not there should be a little bit more tolerance or a little bit more latitude given to star players. And
I don't care.
Oh, he does care.
I don't care.
He does care. Andy, your takeaway on what we saw last night, Luka versus JT Orr.
Nobody wins with what happened last night. Like, it sucked for the Lakers, for Laker fans, for Luka Doncic. I also think it sucks for the Thunder, because nobody is going to end up talking about the way the Thunder played in this game. They were terrific.
Yeah, Shea went for 42.
Shea had 42 in this game, and it's completely overshadowed by one guy, JT Orr, suffering badly from main character syndrome and making this whole thing about himself, because all of a sudden you don't know who ends up winning that game.
Right.
Like everything turned for the Lakers after that ejection. And if you want to say the Lakers should have maintained more composure, fine. But they're still handicapped by not having Luka out there. On top of Rui not being available,
right.
They were making a comeback in this game. If nothing else, these last two games showed the Lakers can give the Thunder a real series.
Absolutely,
the Lakers might be
can.
able to knock the Thunder out of the playoffs. And it's all overshadowed, including, by the way, the credit the Thunder should get for winning that game.
Right.
It's all overshadowed by this ref completely overstepping his boundaries and making himself the main character.
I love the fact that John Ireland called it out, because he's absolutely right. In this situation, you should never, ever, ever throw out a star player right there. It's just that game was so much fun to watch, going back and forth, 108, 107. There needs to be some kind of rule that goes, unless it's something flagrant, a flagrant 2 happens.
Right.
That's the only way you get kicked out of a game.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
that was nonsense.
If he had really gone at it, I would have had more sympathy here, but he literally just turned his head. It could have been more than 2 seconds he turned his head.
Part of the ref's job in this situation, and unlike John, because John has talked about this a lot.
I don't care.
John basically feels like the refs are there to take abuse from the players.
Correct.
And short of crossing over into like racial, misogynistic,
family,
like,
all that,
whatever.
Calling your mom
that
something.
basically the refs should be there just to take it. And I don't agree with him there.
You don't agree with John?
No.
Well, okay, so flip this on its side. Go ahead.
Right. I don't believe that the refs are just there to take it from the players. Like, this is a professional setting. There's professionalism that's demanded by the players as well. And even all of that acknowledged, JT Orr went too far, not even just because he clearly misidentified. He thought this was directed at him. It wasn't. It was towards a fan, and a fan who, by the way, was not upset by this at all, a fan that was actually having fun with all of this. So you actually take away the courtside experience from that fan.
Right. What was his name? Like Tattoo Jerry or something.
Yeah, they've gone back and forth with each other in the past.
Right. In the past, they've gone back and forth.
Yeah.
It is still JT Orr's responsibility to weigh all of the context of what's going on. And clearly he was not that sure about what was being said, because if he was sure, he would have recognized it wasn't directed at him in the first place. Even acknowledging players, there are limits to what you should be able to say to refs.
Absolutely. But they'll never go back and say, like, nope, we're not going to do that. We're going to take away the flagrant.
Here's the thing, though. He should.
Technical.
He should. He would look better in that situation. He would look better if he just said,
But
like,
I don't know
what?
if that's
You can change
you can withdraw a call after it's been made. I don't know
who's going to do what official in any sport is going to be like, I was wrong. No. I'm going to take that
I think
back.
in that particular situation, JT Orr would have looked so much better if he said, "Okay, I misheard it. Fine.
I thought he was talking to me.
Thought he was talking to me, but Luka,
sure he would have.
Luka, I need you to chill."
In
if
the
you just say
history of
that,
sports.
Well, he'd already given one tech. That's a warning that you need to chill, Luka. And this Luka is
so
not
is
with
JT Orr,
Luka
though.
is
JT
not without
Orr,
blame here. Luka complains about everything.
But
Luka knows he's got one technical foul, and he's got to stay in the middle of the fairway the rest of the game.
But he wasn't complaining. That's the thing, is he actually was not complaining
you're right.
in this moment. He was not complaining about anything.
And you still think that somebody should be kicked out of a game for complaining? I mean, every single superstar complains.
No.
LeBron complains consistently.
Correct. But I think you have, again, context. I've already got one technical foul. I don't want to get jacked from this game, so I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut a little bit. That's ultimately what I think needed
that's not
to
what
happen.
Luka got ejected for.
No, Luka he blurted something out at a fan and he got jacked. But I honestly, Luka, I'm just gonna play something. Let me play something. This is and react to this. I'm gonna go long here. React. Oh, now that you're in that seat, you don't care.
Even in that
seat,
I didn't care. No,
you were like, oh my
not.
God,
just play your sound.
It's a hard out. It's a hard out.
At 12:27, absolutely not. Go play your sound.
Okay, so here's Mad Dog Russo on Luka.
He says, as a fan, he is impossible to root for. He constantly moans and groans at the end.
There's a whole city that would beg to differ.
You're saying I understand, but I'm talking about the average fan who doesn't have any rooting interest. Oh, God, he's constantly moaning and groaning at the officials. Constantly carping at the officials. Big basket with 7 minutes to go, and he's yelling at whether it's JT or a fan. Go back and play defense. I mean, come on. On and on. It happens all the time with this guy. He's very hard to take.
Okay, he's very hard to take. Now, where on the complaining scale? Luka ranks on the high end of the complaining scale.
Absolutely.
He does complain
He's on the
about
Mount Rushmore of complaining.
He absolutely is.
Thank you, Michael
So
Thompson.
I do understand that perspective, and I do think Luka has responsibility here. But again, I don't understand why you would take a star player off the floor in a game, and not just any game, but a really good game, a playoff preview potentially. I don't understand in that moment what JT Orr could have been thinking.
So you just played Mad Dog. I've heard a lot of people defending JT Orr today. I saw
who?
Like Travis and Clinton.
Travis and Clinton Yates defended JT Orr for what reason?
How? For saying that he should have stopped complaining. It was the exact same thing.
But he wasn't complaining.
And that was DeMarco's point. By the way,
he got ejected not for complaining, but for uttering something to a fan.
People on Twitter, there are people like Mad Dog saying the same exact thing. I get it. I'm totally with you. I don't like watching all the complaining from Luka Doncic. But either way, this was not a moment to do that, and even complaining just in general should never get somebody kicked out of a game.
And by the way, I think
it's not about the ref.
I think complaining does make bad basketball. And when he played for Dallas, I thought it was annoying, and I was not a fan. But now he's our guy, so I'm a fan. And if you want to do what you want to do it. I
love and also in John Ireland's call, he says, "I don't care if it was Shea that did this. I would have said you should not have done this also." And then a lot of people say, "Oh, well, Shea doesn't complain as much." Everybody complains.
Oh, this is an absolutely horrible decision by JT.
That is awful.
Michael said something to try to talk John down, and John responded,
I don't care.
There it is.
That's my new favorite drop for this.
It's a good one. It's a good one. It ranks right out. You weren't here yesterday, Bergman. Did you hear we got Luka Robitaille to do a new sigh?
Oh, what kind of sigh?
So we've got the old sigh, right?
Which is great.
Disgust. And I said, okay, Luka, I want you to do another sigh. Think about this. Give me a sigh, but you're surprised. Like this is you're surprised.
Put him right on the spot. It's like he was auditioning.
He was. Yeah. He was auditioning. Here's what we got.
Huh? He's the best.
That is so. He plays along with every.
He does. So great. He absolutely does.
Huh?
That's what
Luka said after he got ejected.
Did you see his face?
What Tattoo Joe said. Even Tattoo Joe's like, huh?
Yeah. Is that his name, Tattoo Joe?
That's what I'm calling him.
Yeah. All right.
Tattoo something.
I didn't write it down, so I don't know. He's tattoo something.
I really hope he has more than one tattoo. Like it's just one, like a thunderbolt, and that's it.
Yeah, no, I want to ask you about a tattoo thing coming up. Plus, I've got Windy on Luka, and we're going to get into we're going to get into all of this today because I think it is a gigantic day for the Lakers and for Luka Doncic and going back to Dallas. And they've got shirts on every chair. And, of course, they have the natural slogan, which is, what's that go? It goes, Havala Savze, and that translates as?
Thank you for everything.
Every chair at American Airlines Arena has that. It's going to be a weird scene tonight. And, of course, Anthony Davis, who says, y'all are making too big a deal of this game. It's a gigantic deal for Anthony Davis, too. It's Anthony Davis versus the Lakers. It's Luka Doncic versus Dallas. We got the game for you this afternoon. 3 o'clock is pregame, and 4:30 is tip-off. We will continue with all of this stuff. Coming up next, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
ESPN LA is hitting the road. Tune in Monday, April 14th to Sedano and Cap as we broadcast live from SeaWorld San Diego. We'll explore the nation's largest standalone jellyfish exhibit, the all-new Jewels of the Sea, featuring awe-inspiring jellyfish, and set sail on a flavor adventure.
Go to order at Waba Grill. It's just better for you. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill. It's for you.
Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Hey, basketball fans. John Ireland here. You've seen Austin Reeves rise to the occasion, and now he's bringing that same drive to his latest signature shoe, the AR2s from Riggerer. Built for speed, support, and all-day comfort, these kicks are made for players who never back down. Austin was involved in every step, making sure the AR2s match his game. Tough, versatile, and ready for anything. Go to Riggerer.com, R-I-G-O-R-E-R, and get your pair today. Riggerer.com.
50 years at full speed. It's going to be an epic celebration at the 50th anniversary Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach this weekend. It starts with the always exciting lineup. Indy cars, IMSA sports cars, Robbie Gordon's high-flying trucks, and drifting, along with the first ever historic Formula Exhibition event featuring all 3 eras of racing at the Grand Prix, Formula 5000, Formula 1, and Indy cars, all on track at the same time. A very special sight and sound for everyone to experience. Plus the huge Lifestyle Expo, Family Fun Zone, Mother's Exotic Car Paddock, and 2 exciting concerts. DJ duo Doves on Friday night, presented by Acura, and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame band Foreigner on Saturday night, presented by Cuervo Tequila. Fun for the whole family. This weekend, April 11th through the 13th. Ticket information at gplb.com. Come and join the celebration.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. Inheriting a home can be overwhelming, but Seller's Advantage makes it easy. One customer shared, and I quote, "Inheriting a home felt like too much work. Seller's Advantage gave us a reasonable offer, handled everything, and closed in 3 weeks. I highly recommend them." End quote. Skip repairs and headaches. Call Seller's Advantage at 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
So it was the fourth quarter and we're down by 5. Sweat pouring down my face. Suddenly it hit me. If only I could wrap part of the towel around my forehead. And that's how I became the first basketball player to wear a headband.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
We're everyday people doing good in our community. Our kindness runs deep, just like our blood. The same blood we donate to help treat sickle cell disease, which hits Black people the hardest. Good news is, 1 in 3 Black blood donors is a match for someone struggling with sickle cell disease. Stand tall in the eyes of your community. Donate today because our blood saves lives. Visit redcrossblood.org/ourblood to make your donation.
You're checking out the Waba Grill Lunch Hour here on Mason and Ireland.
Sup, people?
Why do they grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Their Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins, fresh steamed vegetables, and signature sauces. Download the Waba Rewards app today or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you. Just like Mason and Ireland are for you.
Tell me if I'm weird here. Don't answer that question.
You're weird.
I knew that was coming.
The Waba Grill Lunch Hour rolls on right now.
All right, Andy Kamenetsky's in today, and Greg Bergman's hanging out, too.
Oh, this is an absolutely horrible decision by JT.
I don't care.
I don't care is right. By the way, John Ireland.
I don't care.
Will be with it. We found so many drops.
That one clip has 5?
That is awful. I don't care.
It's just great stuff. Hey, he's going to be with us at 2 o'clock today, so this subject may come up. This subject may come up.
He sounds like an angry guy at a town hall.
But you know what? He's got a right to be angry. He's got a right to be angry.
Yelling at his local alderman.
Every NBA fan has a right to be angry over this.
Absolutely. And it changes the standings, too, because now you have to win 2 out of the next 3 games.
2 out of 3.
Like,
Although
they may have lost that game anyway.
I told you so something. They shouldn't have played everybody last night.
Absolutely,
shouldn't have played everybody last night. I totally disagree. Turned out to be a loss anyway. Obviously, extenuating circumstances, but second night of a back-to-back, emotional game in Dallas. You have to win 2 out of 3 still. You would have had to win 2 out of 3 before. Why not take the first end of the back-to-back off and focus on Dallas, focus on Portland, and maybe Houston?
Honestly, because you get more information about how you match up against OKC. You get more reps together as a team.
Yep.
Like this group of Lakers has only been together since February. They've had guys in and out of the lineup. Like, they need to play together.
Let me just say, yesterday, and this was when everybody was they were 15.5-point dogs in that game.
Sure.
Now, is that the hill you want to try to climb, or do you want to wait till Dallas?
They were up 1 when Luka got ejected.
Exactly. No matter what, they could have won that game. And you're not guaranteed to win any of these next 3 games. These next 3 games are going to be tough.
I think you're guaranteed to beat Portland. You need one of 2.
I don't think you're guaranteed on anybody.
Look, I think I will put that game in the refrigerator.
Please don't do that.
The Portland game, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator.
No.
That is
awful.
This game
I know, it's awful.
This game against Dallas
and that's
tonight,
a final.
Anthony Davis is going to play. He's a matchup nightmare. That was what as a Laker, we thought, okay, Anthony Davis, his matchup is what's going to beat teams consistently. Did it to Warriors over and over and over again. You're not guaranteed to win this game. You don't have anybody to guard AD.
Lakers, by the way, are 4.5-point favorites at Dallas tonight. So they're
hope so.
I hope Luka goes off big tonight. That would be fantastic and satisfying.
I am not worried at all in this game about the Lakers not having enough energy.
No.
Despite being on the second end of a back-to-back, energy's not going to be a problem.
So I wanted to do this. I can tell how pissed off J.J. Redick is after a loss by the amount of time he pauses between Mike Trudell's first question and his first answer. So I've got this last night. I'm going to use a stopwatch, and let's see how long the pause is after Mike asked the question.
JJ, you're up 1 when the Luka ejection happens. Did you get an explanation for why he was ejected?
Start.
Not yet.
4.5
Apparently he
seconds.
said something to a fan. That's all I can gather.
4.5 seconds. That's on the pissed off scale. That ranks very high.
Oh, he was very angry, as he should be.
He does a very pensive stare into space.
He's looking at the microphone and turning it over as if I've never seen a microphone before. What does this thing do?
The way I always describe it is, do you remember the episode of Friends where Joey is explaining the art of soap opera acting? He says one of the techniques is you do a dramatic pause, and it's like you smell the fart. You do this very serious smell the fart phase.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out where it came from.
Yeah.
Like, JJ does that.
He does.
Every post-game press conference.
And one of these days, he's just going to go off. But so far, he's been very under control when he gets to these press conferences. But last night, incredibly frustrating. Just incredibly frustrating.
Friends doesn't hold up. That is a show that
Friends
I can't watch.
doesn't hold up.
I can't watch it anymore. Everything just seems
It's so
wrong.
fake, man.
I can't watch old shows.
I can watch old Seinfeld.
I don't watch old
Friends.
Seinfeld. I don't watch old Friends. By the way, were there any... that really was Friends set in like the segregation era? Because I do not see anyone of color.
They
on an
added
episode
one.
of
They
Friends.
added one in like the second
they?
to last season. Yeah.
Added one person of
Love
color.
interest.
Yeah,
A woman. Yeah.
yeah. There you go. Good.
I forgot her name.
But yeah, no, I don't watch any of the old shows.
I mean, it's fun to go back
I don't watch.
sometimes.
I
but
tried watching The
all
Office.
The
Can't
jokes,
watch The Office.
I've never watched
Okay,
The Office.
It's 2025.
Yeah.
How far back can you go, do you think, on average, before the show seems too old?
You know what I have almost started a few times, and I think it's old, is Bosch. Do you know Bosch?
Oh my God.
What is that?
I know the show you're talking about.
Do you not know? Do you know
No,
the
I
show
know-
Bosch?
Yeah,
I
I've
come
never-
across it all the time. and
I've
I'm like,
never
"Eh."
seen it. Titus Welliver. I
It was
believe, is-
shot kind of in and around
Yeah.
Venice, which makes it cool. But
What
that's
is
the
this
older
show?
show.
I had
It's
to
like
Google
a
it.
detective guy named Bosch.
When you
70s?
have Law and Order, you don't need
No,
Bosch.
No. This is a fairly current show.
It's within
Really?
the last 10 years.
2014.
Started in 2014, ended in 2021. It stars
Titus Welliver, right?
Titus Welliver.
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is.
He's in.
By the way, strike that from the list. I'm not going back and watching this.
No, why would you?
I'm not watching that. Bosch.
What's wrong with you?
What was I even
You'll
thinking?
recognize Titus
Oh, I
Welliver
know that
from
guy.
The Town.
Yeah. I know
Oh,
that
from
guy.
The Town. Yeah, now I
The
think.
Town and Gone Baby Gone.
Yeah, still not watching it. Yeah, old shows. I don't watch old shows.
What about old movies?
Old movies I can watch.
Interesting.
Like, what did I just? I just watched Wolf of Wall Street.
No, it's a great movie.
It is such a great movie.
And that movie
Margot
came
Robbie,
out.
baby.
Oh.
That movie came out right around the time that Bosch premiered.
Oh, interesting.
So there you go.
So they're kind of the
Yes,
same.
they're contemporaries.
But these shows are iconic. Like you can if
Yeah, it's
Michael was
iconic.
here, All in the Family, and all that- yeah, like but no, that show it just does not hold up. You can't watch it and be like, ooh, that feels wrong. The thing, all their jokes are just bad.
You think all their jokes are bad,
Are
or wrong?
They're wrong. Both.
Wrong.
Both.
Bad
it,
and
it Does
wrong.
not. It does not hold up.
Yeah.
That is awful.
All right.
I
so-
don't care.
I do go back and watch old movies. I'm trying to think. I watched Wolf of Wall Street, and I got to thinking. I was in this conversation with somebody at my birthday party, and I think it's Bill Simmons or Rewatchables or one of those
it's The
things.
Ringer.
They do Apex moment, and we started talking about Apex moments. What is Nicholson's Apex moment? The highest point of his career, like the most Nicholson he could be.
Probably One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
You think you go all the way back
to
then?
that?
Well, it was his first Oscar. People have been waiting for him to win for a while. I think at that point he was solidified as like a true leading man movie star who had accomplished everything by then.
Yeah. See, I think there's an obvious answer. What do you think?
A Few Good Men.
Few Good Men. He's a supporting
he wasn't, yeah,
player.
He's supporting.
Maybe
Yeah, but that was
Shining?
such a big.
Shining. I think The Shining is peak Apex Nicholson.
Well, but what's interesting about that, though, and I love The Shining, and it's
an
definitely
amazing movie.
It's had staying power. At the time, though, it was not critically acclaimed. Like, so.
Oh, right. No. Like a lot of Stanley Kubrick stuff
Yeah.
was not critically acclaimed in the moment. I asked John about The Shining,
I don't care.
and then just could not get him engaged in a conversation about it. All right, coming up next for you, going to spin the wheel of questions. Andy Kamenetsky's here. Bergman's hanging out. Laura's here. Brian's here. Ireland at 2. In the meantime, let me tell you about Cosm. So if you've not been to Cosm, what the hell are you waiting for? I keep telling you about this, and you got to go check it out. You are missing out. Cosm brings fans the ultimate sports experience. Imagine watching all your favorite sports. You got NBA playoffs. You got NHL playoffs. You got Premier League soccer, WWE, WrestleMania is coming up. More on these massive high-resolution displays surrounded by the most passionate fans in LA. This is called immersive shared reality. You will feel like you're at the game. You got to experience the Dome. You can also experience the Hall, which is like a gigantic sports bar. Screens all over the place. You can watch multiple games at one time. Everything is on all at once. And the food at Cosm, so good. All your favorites are amplified, plus amazing craft cocktails, ice-cold beers all over the place. Get to Cosm. Go check it out. Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Cosm.com. Grab your tickets today. Go to Cosm.com. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Waba Grill.
What's our secret? It's our sauce.
Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Waba Grill. It's unexpected. It's delicious. It's saucy. It's for you.
NextGen is the official AC heating, plumbing, and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. That's right. Is your heating and AC system ready to power through the season? From quick tune-ups to full replacements, NextGen has you covered. For a limited time, ESPN LA listeners can get a heating and AC tune-up for just $88. That's right. Stay in the game all season with an $88 heating and AC tune-up from NextGen. Call 833-3NEXTGen today.
NEXGEN. Call 833-3NEXTGen.
This is John Ireland. You know BBGO. You see their logo on every Lakers jersey, but did you know BBGO is the official game day snack of the Lakers? BBGO promises bold, authentic Korean flavor. And if you're tired of the same old snacks while watching the game, try America's favorite and #1 Asian snack brand. You can find BBGO products in the freezer section. Try the steamed dumplings or the mandu. BBGO knows that food brings people together, just like the purple and gold. Try BBGO today.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them, the right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Harry Douglas here. And when you're on a business trip, you know what goes completely off the rails? Your workout routine, especially when you book a hotel that doesn't have a gym. So what ends up happening is you do a few push-ups and sit-ups in your room, you run around the block and just skip it entirely. Lame. If you just stay at La Quinta by Wyndham, you'll discover there's a fully equipped fitness center at every location. Now you can wake up and power your bis and tris the right way and de-stress with some cardio. The choice is yours, folks. Tonight, La Quinta, tomorrow you shine. Book direct at LQ.com.
And it is the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, here each weekday. You know what it's time for? What is this? It's time for Wheel of Questions. Producer Brian Cohen, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it, Jack.
All right, here we go. Laura's spinning the wheel.
That's a dumbass question.
First is the side, then the dumb bleep question.
Hang on a second.
I don't care.
John doesn't care about the question, apparently.
All right, well, John's not here, so there's that.
All
right, guys. So I came across this. Whoa.
What? You're there? You were talking.
I came across this wall.
That was weird. It just shut down. Anyways, I came across this article and that said that a lot of people cannot fall asleep on a plane.
Mm-hmm.
And an expert, Dr. Keene, said to try this method, the 4-7-8, which means you inhale for 4 seconds, you hold your breath for 7 counts, and then you exhale for 8. So it's a 4-7-8. If you do this exercise for in a span of 2 minutes, it slows down your heart rate and tells your body you can rest. I have no issues going to sleep on a plane. Red eye, let's go. I'm a knockout. Do you guys have issues falling asleep on a plane?
I don't ever sleep on a plane. I'm always watching a show on my phone or on my laptop or whatever, and I just can't sleep on a plane. Now, I will say about this breathing exercise, this does work. You're mentioning one. There's also something called box breathing that people use, where you inhale 4, hold for 4, exhale 4, empty for 4, and you do that and repeat it. I mean, anything in that, it's meditative. So I do understand why that would settle you down. Bergman, can you sleep on a plane?
So when I was younger, I sat down on a plane. It didn't matter if we were taxiing or if we were flying. I fell asleep almost immediately as soon as I sat down. Now, and over the last 10 years, I can't fall asleep to save my life.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's a 2-hour flight or an 8-hour flight. I'm not falling asleep.
Yeah.
4-7-8.
4-7-8.
4-7-8.
Box
Andy?
breathing.
I have to be either dead, exhausted, or I remember to bring my Ambien on the plane.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's no way I can sleep.
Yeah. Do you ever use Ambien on a plane?
Yeah.
Do you get up and wander because they sleepwalk? Do you wander around and go into the kitchen?
Occasionally.
And it's like, hey,
occasionally.
Hey, do you have extra pretzels?
Can I fly this thing?
I wander around in a
Can I
skipper.
fly this thing? That's
One more
good,
drink,
too.
please. One more drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no sleeping on the plane.
Not unless it is enhanced sleeping, no.
Okay,
Wow.
Brian, what about you? Can you sleep on a plane?
No, I always have that thought of, oh man, what if?
Do you really?
Yes.
Wow.
I never
Like-
have that thought.
Me
I don't know.
neither.
It's weird because I don't mind it, but there's always when I'm up there, it's always Man, what if?
Do you really?
Yes.
I do
So
not
I just
ever
can't
have
fall
that
asleep.
feeling.
We should put you and Travis on a plane together.
Oh,
Is
no.
Travis the same?
Oh, he's apparently the most nervous flyer.
Yeah,
Like he
he
needs
is.
Susan there to hold her hand the entire flight.
Ever since I had Riley, I'm the exact same way. What
Really?
if?
You
What
always
if?
think
Yep,
that?
I always think it every time. I call Riley before I get on any plane and immediately after I get off the plane because I'm terrified something's going to happen.
So am I weird to think when I'm on a plane, I think, hey, it's going down, it's going down.
No, I'm just
Sophie
saying.
will be
you
so
have-
upset.
It's not like I've got any control over
Exactly,
this. So.
you don't. So if
Yeah.
it goes down, I mean, hey, hopefully it's on water and we survive.
Yeah, by the way, if it ever goes down, my seat back is going to be all the way back, and my
Good.
tray table is going to be down. Because
Go on your own terms, man.
I don't care about the trade table, but if the seat's allowed to go back, yeah.
Nobody in the world, they're not going to go through it afterwards and say, that guy would have survived if we would have had his seat back up.
or your phone wasn't on airplane mode.
Oh, that's another one. And now, is everybody at the point where you're texting when you get close to a city?
100%.
No?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it works fine.
it
You can
works. Let's
text
go now.
from the plane, and
There's
somebody will
Wi-Fi
walk by and say, you got to turn your phone off. I'm in airplane mode, but I'm texting people. And
Yeah, it's not
I don't believe
changing
it has
anything.
nothing to do with the plane controls.
It may
any of that.
not, but I will not go out of airplane mode just on the outside chance that it does mess up something over a plane. I don't want
100%.
that on my conscience.
I don't think my phone has ever been on airplane
I
mode.
do
No.
not want that on my conscience.
It'll say news report. Andy Kamenetsky. leave
Yes.
phone on.
They will
during
name
plane
names.
crash.
They will name names in my
Yes.
family. My daughter has to carry that
Live
for
with
the rest
that
of
for the
her
rest of
life.
their
Yes.
life. Yeah.
You can always tell because everyone's like, bing, 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 bing. People don't put
True.
it on. No.
So let me do a little stop off from the Lakers here for a second because yesterday, and by the way, I love when both games are on early.
Oh,
it's
it's
the most
amazing.
fantastic thing in the world.
10 minutes from now, Dodgers.
Dodgers, right? Yep. Dodgers, and it's Landon Knack today.
Ooh, yeah.
I know. Spot
What's
start
up with
for
the
Landon
Dodgers,
Knack.
man?
Yeah. There it
What
is.
is that?
Let's do it one more time.
What's up with the Dodgers, man?
What's up with the Dodgers,
Is he
man?
trying to be Jorge? Is that what
No, that
was?
was just a bad homie impression.
Is that what it
it's
is?
just- yeah, he tried to do the homie thing and it just didn't work.
That-
I mean, he's
so
half,
wrong.
so I guess
Mexican
it works,
card
but-
revoked somewhere.
No, just because he's
Mucho is
half,
not
he doesn't
proud.
get to get away with that impression. Like there's still a responsibility involved.
He's half.
Like, no,
He's
Don't
half.
give him no credit.
Good God.
saying.
So Dodgers really look awful.
They've looked awful for the last 2 weeks. They just keep winning.
You know, I looked at this yesterday, and again, they lost yesterday 8-2 in Washington. They've lost 4 out of 5. Justin Robleski, I've seen enough.
You're done.
5
After 10
innings,
career
8
starts. You're done with Justin
8
Robleski.
runs, 3 walks.
It was
yeah,
bad. It was really,
it was
really
rough. But they have trailed now. They've played 13 games. They've trailed in 11 of the 13 games, and 8 of their 9 wins have come from behind wins. They are just digging a ditch for themselves at the beginning of a game, and they're never out of it. With that offense, they're never out of it. But at some point, you've got to tighten this up. You got to get quality starts out of your pitchers, even if it's only 4 innings. Get a quality start out of it. Get the bullpen tight, and then you work from ahead. That's what they really need to do.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's not always the starting pitching. A lot of it has been errors.
Yeah.
They didn't have an error last night, so that was really nice. But they have been having errors in like the last 6 games, something like that.
Yeah, game before, Mookie and Rojas had errors.
It's
Andy
been all-
Pages has had a – well, it wasn't even an
adventure.
error.
Blake
No,
Snell's
it
gotten
wasn't.
killed on errors.
So he got killed on errors and also walks. So it's the walks that are just out of control. The
Yeah,
errors are
they
really
walk
bad.
more than any other team in the league right now. Again, it's April 9th, and there's going to be 162 of these things, but I don't like the way it looks at the moment.
Are you going to be shocked when they go 50-12 over a 62-game set?
Nope.
No. Yeah, they're going to do that type of thing because they have that type of offense. But it's bad right now. It's been bad throughout the entire season.
Andy made this point yesterday. Kike accounted for one of the runs with a home run. He is now 4 for 37 with 4 homers and 7 RBI. So he's got 4 hits this year. All 4
He's
are home
batting
runs.
111 with 7 RBIs.
Yeah, he's not doing anything. He's not walking, so his on base percentage is super low. I'm not worried about him because he's playing a good first base. Until Freddie comes back.
ultimately Freddie's coming back.
On Friday, possibly Friday.
Is that what they're saying, Friday?
He is available to come off the IL on Friday.
Okay.
So if he's back on Friday, all this kind of goes away. Your lineup gets lengthened. It's a whole thing. I'm not upset with Kike because of what he's done at first base for Freddie. It's more of Pages.
I got to be honest.
Rojas.
I don't mind seeing Kike at second base when Freddie comes back.
Sure.
Kike can play second, and ultimately that allows you to move Tommy Edman to center field, which is where I think he belongs, although yesterday Pages hit a home run.
Yeah, he's still bad in the outfield.
Yeah, still bad in the outfield.
He was
still a hack.
So Pages had a day off, and then he went 2 for 3 with a walk. So maybe that helped him, and that could have changed his offensive approach.
Yep.
Either way, Tommy Edman just has to play everywhere.
Yeah.
Put him at second, put him at short, put him at center. I mean, you can put him at first and third if
That
you like.
guy's
too.
just a ball player.
Yeah, everywhere he is defensively is sound.
Yes, absolutely.
How long can the Dodgers go like this before you are concerned that it's not just April, it's malaise, it's we're not dialed in versus, no, really, there may be some issues with this team that we were not expecting, but they might be real.
Here's the weird thing. I don't believe there are any issues with the team.
I don't think there are either.
With the exception of the Pages-Edman dynamic, I don't think there's anything wrong with the team in terms of personnel. I just think they came out of the box a little slow.
I mean, when they were in the World Series last year, they knew what the Yankees had trouble defensively. They knew that they could take extra bases. Those kind of things are happening. So I trust that all of this defensive issues, they're all going to figure it out.
Defensive issues, base running,
That's
the
all gonna
little
get figured
stuff
out.
they've got to fix.
Like, to clarify, I'm not concerned at all.
Yeah,
but
you seem a bit
that's
freaked
why I
out.
wanna clarify.
You're a
That's
bit
why I'm
freaked out
clarifying.
over this.
I know.
Losing
It's-
4 out of
it's very
5, and now
important.
you're losing your mind.
I'm coming off
hair
like,
on fire.
I am
if you
coming
had
off
it.
like JT Orr, like
Yeah, you
overreacting
are.
and like
You
about
are.
to just insert myself into a situation I don't belong.
That is awful.
But like as an example, again, I don't think this is totally comparable, but it's got me thinking about it. 2011 Lakers, when they were going for a three-peat.
Yep.
They didn't look great that whole season. They were winning games, but they didn't look the part. But everybody just gave them the benefit of the doubt, despite everything you saw, because they had won 2 championships, and on paper they had so much talent.
Sure.
So I'm just wondering, and ever since that season, I've always thought about that. Like, how long do you go before you start thinking, no, maybe there are things going on, as opposed to just, it's April, it's May, they're bored.
June
they're
the
not dialed
30th.
in.
That's when you make
Boom.
that determination. June the 30th, we know who this team
That's
is.
the answer I was looking for.
Yeah. Was that the right answer?
It is the right answer.
Yeah.
I
Sure.
went through all the probabilities, and that's the right answer.
There you go.
There'll be 15, 20 games above 500 at that point, and everything is going to be fine.
Yeah.
I don't care.
All right. So, Bergman, you guys are going to SeaWorld. Tell me
SeaWorld.
about this.
Yeah, we're going to go Sedano and Cap is going to be at SeaWorld. It's actually going to be Cappy, me, Morales, Lindsay Baseball. We're all going to be at SeaWorld on Monday, April 14th, as we broadcast live from SeaWorld San Diego. We'll experience the all-new Jewels of the Sea.
Oh, this is Travis doing the dolphin.
We will be hanging out with the dolphins. I think we get to feed some dolphins.
Do you really?
Yeah, I think we do. We're going to do a bunch of social, so that's going to be cool. The jellyfish exhibit and staying at the stunning family-friendly.
Now, do you hold the jellyfish?
I think you can. I don't know.
Do you pick up a jellyfish and hold it? Because some of them sting and some of them don't.
Have you ever been stung?
I've never been stung by one of them jellyfishes.
I was stung by was it called a blue something? They wrap around your leg.
Oh
God!
God!
Yeah, it's
Damn.
it's painful.
So now, are you going to pet the jellyfish or whatever?
If I'm allowed to,
at
just
the
on the
jellyfish
top, though.
exhibit.
Just on the top.
You're not going to give it a little tickle underneath?
Andy, what are you, Cappy now?
So anyway,
you are going to be with Cappy. So.
Oh, you are going to be with Cappy. Oh my God!
Morales and
Cappy
Cappy will
loose
be
at
tickling
SeaWorld.
underneath.
Oh, he'll be waddling with the penguins.
But check out the fun on social and tune in for your chance to win a family 4-pack and night stay at Paradise Point Resort and Spa. SeaWorld San Diego, open your world to something amazing.
That's awesome. So Sunday is the social, and then
Yes.
Monday is the show
So
live.
we're going to be doing a bunch of stuff on social. Pay attention. Watch the social. We'll be having a trivia question on Monday.
Okay, good. All right, coming up next for you, going to do some sports graffiti. All right, here's your chance. You see that garbage last night in Oklahoma City? You see what JT Orr did? Garbage. It is garbage. Dodgers scuffling a little bit. Lakers, Luka's back against the Mavericks tonight. What do you expect from him? What do you expect from AD versus his old team? 877-710-ESPN. Random stuff, too. 877-710-ESPN. We'll get your calls in here coming up next. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Were you starting your Wednesday earlier this morning with Clinton Yates?
You can't allow that to happen if you're Luka Doncic.
You are the player. We were just talking about crises and accountability happening with, let's say, the Nuggets, where it's like, oh, nobody's doing anything right, so they've got to go. No, get it together, dude. The basketball team needs you. Ultimately, to me, that's where the buck stops, is with the actual player. It wasn't like you MF'd somebody and all of a sudden you were gone. You already had a tech. You're jawing with a fan. I'm sorry, that doesn't rise above the level of like, bro, maybe you should cut it out. I'm not saying eliminate trash talk from your game. I'm saying the whining, the extracurriculars added up to a bad situation last night.
Start your day with the Big CY. Clinton and Friends. Morning 7 to 9. That means tomorrow morning as well.
If I was extremely cynical, I'd go out on a limb and say, I don't know, a la a Draymond Green, this is going to cost the Lakers a game in the playoffs. I don't know that I'm there yet, but there's no reason not to believe that it couldn't at some point if it's happening right now.
Right here on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Baseball's my favorite sport because you can fail 70% of the time and still be a legend. Like my diet. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Big League Gift Giveaway. Get a pickleball set when you earn 500 points on your rewards card. The 15th.
Number 2.
The Good Times Pizza Company's brick oven cooks your crust to perfection. Get it to go today.
And the number 1 reason.
Desi Banks. Live April 25th. Get tickets now.
Morongo. Good times.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code YEAR to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code YEAR for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code YEAR for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
There's LeBron and Luka, the dynamic duo taking over the NBA.
I can't believe that we just had an assist, LeBron James to Luka Doncic.
But before that, there was the original duo, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Ireland has an idea. I do. I think it's stupid, but there are other ideas out there.
More Mason and Ireland right now.
All right. Hope you guys are fired up. We had a fired up first hour.
I don't care.
No, he does, and he'll be here at 2 o'clock. He cares a lot.
That is awful.
All right, let's jump to the phones. He's off yelling at somebody right now. Yelling at the bus driver. All right, let's go to, where are we starting here? Let's go to Mitch. Hey, let's start out with Mitch. You're on 710 Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Mitch.
What's happening? What's going on? These refs have sensitive ears. Should we have the golf rules? Gotta have quiet. Personal. You can't let the stars go. Throwing out the stars, I think.
Absolutely, Mitch. Thank you. Let's go to Jerry on line 5. Jerry, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Jerry.
Hey, guys. Listen, I really do love it.
but it really seemed like you guys were making Luke Robitaille do pet tricks yesterday, making all those sounds. Huh?
He does sound like
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo, yeah.
He loves playing along. He loves it.
I would have never guessed that Luke Robitaille would be that great of a recurring guest. He's phenomenal.
Let's go to Eddie on line 7. Eddie, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Eddie.
Shout out O'Shea Jr., AD, KD, referee JT, Lakers in 5.
All right. Good. I like that one. We established that O'Shea did invent Lakers in 5.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
We're just saying it.
Shannon picked it up and turned it into SGA, FBI,
UFC, KFC.
Yeah, all those.
But O'Shea invented it.
Yeah, but O'Shea started it. Yeah, let's go to David on line 6. David, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, David.
Hey, thanks, guys. I got to say, let's go Angels. 7-3, best record in the American League. A better record than the Dodgers, too.
Yeah, took the words right out of my
say,
mouth. Let's go Angels.
Let's go Clippers as well.
Who is this
Clippers are hot, and they're number 4 in the West. Hey, you never know.
Okay, so you're calling about the Angels and the Clippers. Do you want to pick another team, another off-brand team that we can discuss?
Share some thoughts about the Ducks.
Yeah, the Ducks. What about the Ducks?
Let's go.
How about
let's
the
go
San Diego
Rams.
soccer team?
Let's go Rams. All right, we'll let you end on that. Let's go Rams. Got one team right.
Dynamite drop-in money.
Although I've got nothing. I have no ill will against the Angels. I hope they do.
Yeah, they're fine.
Figure it out there. Let's go.
Maybe they'll
to...
make the playoff for the first time in 25 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Let's go to Marlon on line 8. Marlon, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Marlon.
You know what? Clinton Yates is a hater. He does not like L.A. teams, so take him off the radio. No, I like Clinton, but he does not like L.A. He's from the East Coast. The referee was looking to kick Luka out the night because he watched him. He had no reason to even be watching him the way he was watching him, but yet and still, he was waiting for the opportunity to kick him out. That's why he needs to go, period.
All right,
that was horrible.
Now, Vanderbilt said afterwards he felt like there was something personal between JT Orr, the official, and Luka. Again, seems like that might be right.
Can you imagine if he's in a playoff game and being the referee
if he
for a Laker
becomes
game?
like the new Scott Foster and Chris Paul, like this becomes our thing now.
Yeah,
with the Lakers that we deal with, Luka and JT Orr.
Yeah, you know how it's really bad. We all know JT Orr's name today.
I had never heard of him.
I'd never heard of him.
I had never heard
no
of JT
clue.
Orr
I texted
yesterday.
Ireland last night. I said, "Who's that official?" He's JT Orr. It's like that's news to me.
That's it.
No idea who that guy was.
I watch a lot of NBA.
Yeah,
and
you never heard of JT Orr. Yeah,
and by the way,
he's a star now.
Yeah, we didn't talk about what happened right after that play
Oh,
either.
the stupid. Well, we'll do that.
Okay,
we'll do that because
later.
we're doing calls. Let's go to Raider Rubin, our friend Raider Rubin on line 8. You're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Raider Rubin.
I know everybody's talking about what happened yesterday with the Lakers and Luka, but let's not forget tonight, LAFC versus Messi and Miami. We need that win today. Galaxy lost yesterday. They're eliminated, so let's get this dub tonight. LAFC, let's go. Shout out to you guys and shout out to the Circle of Trust. You guys know who you are. Shout out. Have a great day.
When are we going?
Dale, black and go.
Dale,
black and gold. We should definitely reschedule. Yeah, we got to reschedule.
that.
I had a last minute change there. You know, by the way, you know what the change was? Juan told me not to go to the game because he thought I was going to get the flu or whatever at the game because I was around a bunch of people shouting, and so I sat it out. But now we'll do it.
It was was it the day before?
No, it was the Saturday
week
before
Yeah.
the party, and he didn't want me to get sick. And it worked out.
You didn't get sick.
I didn't get sick. Let's go to line 9. Curtis, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Curtis.
If Luka's complaining costs us a championship, I do not want him to resign. I'm out. Lakers in 5.
He's out. Lakers in 5.
That's a very, very bold take.
Yeah.
Well, it's a bold. Those things together, if Luka costs us a championship, I don't want him re-signed. Lakers in 5. Two very opposite ends of the spectrum.
Totally different stuff. Yeah. Let's get one more in here. Let's go to Ken. Ken, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Ken.
Hi, guys. I got beat up on this on Liquor Talk last night, but yeah, that was a weird call. Blah, 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 blah. But here's my concern.
Mm-hmm.
Reeves was completely beat up at the end of that game. He missed 3 free throws. It's never happened. LeBron barely even scored 2 points in the fourth quarter. Did we really need to tire these guys out when we're playing against Dallas, who hates us, and AD, who may score 200 points tonight? Wouldn't it have been a good idea to rest all those guys? Because you probably weren't going to win that game anyway.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Thank you, Ken. Appreciate it. That is what I said. Hang on. We got. I don't have the game on here. We got to get game on here. But Laura, give us the play-by-play, the very latest on the
play-by-play. Okay, I'll try my best. Teo Hernandez hit a home run.
Teoscar Hernandez. Nice.
So 2-run home run. Tommy. Okay, I can go over and do
Sorry,
it.
I'm
short. Teo hit a 2-run home run, and Tommy Edman had a 2-run triple. So it's 4-0.
Nice. 4-0 right off the bat.
Top of the first.
There you go. See, I told you they'd pull out of this. All right, let's see. Coming up next for you, a little windy on Luka. I've got some stuff Windy said. Last night was obviously just a disaster of a night for the league, for the Lakers, for the Thunder. Yeah, no, he set back officiating 100 years. How about that?
That is awful.
Yeah. Set it back 100 years, Andy. JTR.
Peachtree baskets.
Exactly. All right. Plus, I got a tattoo question for Bergman, who's like the illustrated man over there. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Two of the biggest titans in all of CONCACAF. Los Angeles Football Club, Inter Miami CF. Battle it out for one spot in the CONCACAF Champions Cup semifinal.
Shot from 22 and in! Ordaz has scored! It's a golazo!
Last week, leg 1 was a thrill at BMO Stadium. Leg 2 in Miami will not disappoint. LAFC versus Inter Miami.
What's it going to take them out over there in leg 2? Teamwork makes the dream work.
Pre-game starts today at 4:30 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
Bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, crowd rocking for Rotolo Chevrolet's top hitter, Mike Capozio. He's facing off with the Bulldog, and these two have quite the history. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he got all of it. That ball is out of here like a red Corvette, and it's going, and going, and going. Yes!
Dad, are you having that dream again?
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
Next Gen, the official air conditioning, heating, plumbing, and electrical team of SoCal sports fans. Spring is here, and that means it's time for a fresh start. Did you know indoor air can be 2 to 5 times more polluted than outdoor air? Dust, allergens, and pollutants build up in your ductwork and circulate through your home and can affect your family's health. Next Gen is offering ESPN LA listeners a special spring cleaning deal to help you enjoy cleaner, safer air all season long. For a limited time, homeowners can redeem a whole home air purifier, a $1,250 value, free with any whole home duct system replacement. That's right, remove dust, allergens, and pollutants so you and your family can breathe cleaner, healthier air every day of the week. They're there for you 7 days a week with 5-star service because your family's safety and comfort are always a top priority. Don't wait. Call 833-3-NEXTGEN. That's 833-3-NEXGEN today to start breathing cleaner, safer air tomorrow.
NEXGEN. Call 833-3-NEXTGEN.
When the Eaton fire hit, families were caught off guard.
When I got the call that there was a fast-moving fire, I was like, no, this is not happening.
If you lost your home, call Jacob, 844-24-JACOB, or visit calljacob.com. Together, we are LA Strong.
Call Jacob.
ESPN LA is hitting the road. Tune in Monday, April 14th to Sedano and Cap as we broadcast live from SeaWorld San Diego. We'll explore the nation's largest standalone jellyfish exhibit, the all-new Jewels of the Sea, featuring awe-inspiring jellyfish, and set sail on a flavor adventure at the Seven Seas Food Festival. Don't miss the action, the fun, and maybe even a few surprises. Monday, April 14th, 3 to 6 p.m. Live from SeaWorld San Diego. SeaWorld San Diego. Open your world to something amazing.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, millions of men experience ED, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. At HIMSS, our own board-certified urologist, Dr. Peter Stahl, knows this better than anyone, and he knows that HIMSS can help.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, Senior Vice President of Men's Sexual Health at HIMSS. I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS.
Through HIMSS.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs. Options at up to 95% less than the brand names when you get started at hims.com/joy. To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% less than brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit.
And it is Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Like, that's the problem in the world, is there aren't enough happy shows. Fun shows.
Fun. Mason and Ireland.
710 ESPN.
You know, I think it is Burton of Vare, who's a P1, listens to the station all the time, is a member of the NAC.
Really?
Yeah. My Sharona, Good Girls Don't. I'm trying to think. They've got a bunch of hits. I remember this album really well. And I will hear people say they're they're not a one-hit wonder.
That's My Sharona.
The NAC had multiple albums.
Appropriate with Lane and Knack taking the mountain.
Oh, is that why you did it?
That's right.
No, real. Or
Of
did
course.
it just
He's just taking credit for it. There's
Brian,
no way.
that's
No,
100%
Brian
why I
did it because of that.
Brian's the smartest guy in the room.
I don't care.
Well, he's still the smartest guy in the room.
This game's been going on for 12 minutes, and Knack hasn't even gotten out there yet.
So I don't often read tweets from people that don't work for us, but I'll read this one. David Vessé, who you guys know, who's on the other station,
read him.
he says, he quotes Dave Roberts as before today's game as saying, "I think you're going to see a different focus today. I expect us to perform today." Dodgers up 4-0. Which is bottom, still top of the first.
Yeah.
All right, so they're up 4-0, 2 outs. And they have already scored on a 2-run triple for Tommy Edman and a 2-run homer for Teoscar Hernandez. So they're up 4-0.
So what does that look like then? Did Dave Roberts like just scream at everybody in the locker room?
Yeah, he seems like a real screamer. Yeah, he's not that guy.
Was it that it was a players only meeting and Mookie was like, "We gotta be better"?
Another screamer.
Mookie and Dave both got together and screamed. Yeah.
I can see Rojas doing
Ohtani.
Shohei
Ohtani.
Just rolls off his tongue.
You got to do the hand motion.
You gotta move the hands across.
What's he do? Shohei Ohtani. Yes.
Clearly follows a lot of baseball.
Ton.
Mr. Baseball. So, you know what? It's also this week. Oops.
Hello, friends.
There's lots of drops. And you know what? I don't care.
I don't care. So it's Masters Week, and I just saw we're each going to, when we do this, we play Mythical Money, and it's brought to you by Chumba Casino, where any moment can be your moment with free daily login bonuses, serious prizes, hundreds of online social games. Turn your free time into a good time with Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. Got to be 21. Terms and conditions apply. So we're each picking golfers for Mythical Money, and I just saw Ireland's come in. We'll talk about it. I've picked around. I don't think I have any of his.
You did not have any of his, and now I have to pick around you guys.
Yeah. So we'll do that coming up. Andy, you going to play along?
I was told not to.
No?
I asked in. I was told it's none of my business.
Hello, friends.
No?
Hello, friends.
You're not a friend?
Care.
I don't care. I don't care.
How long will that drop live?
Forever.
It's
if
perfect.
it's any situation.
Oh, it is. And this one also works.
That is awful.
That is awful work. In a lot of. There's Luke.
I don't care.
After Wheel of Questions, there it is.
Yeah.
You have known Ireland the longest out of all of us.
Yes, correct.
Is that the most outraged you've ever heard him?
The Star Effing Driven Town was pretty outrageous.
Star Effing Driven Town was really big. He went big on that. I'm sure Brian's got that somewhere. Listen to it and tell me how fired up do you think he is.
Hardenstein still trying to stay with him. Luka throws up an 8-footer. Good. And the Lakers lead 108-107.
Oh, Luka just got thrown out.
Why?
That's a big one, too. Get why.
He was talking trash to a fan, and the referee thought he was talking to him.
Oh, this is an absolutely horrible decision by JT Orr, by the official. Absolutely horrible. You cannot throw a star player out of an NBA game for talking to a fan.
No, the referee thought he was talking to him.
By the way, I want to point out, the John stuff is unbelievable. The Michael stuff is absolutely on the nose. He sussed it out almost right away, knew it was Luka talking to a fan, but in the direction of the official, who's obviously very, very sensitive. He needs a safe space.
JT Orr's.
You have to watch your trigger words.
Don't trigger JT.
Yeah, we didn't talk about it. The very next play.
Yes,
was Jared Vanderbilt blocking Alex
Caruso,
and it was a vicious block.
Yep.
Just stand there, didn't say anything.
Not a
just
word.
Staring, and they gave him a technical.
Yeah, no, you're not allowed to stare.
You're not allowed to look.
No staring, no talking to fans.
No.
You and I learned, too.
Keep your mouth shut.
By the way, same official, too.
Yeah, same guy.
JT Orr, he's a local product.
Oh, is he? Who do we have? What town do we have to blame?
Glendora.
Glendora.
Why 626, man? Damn.
Glendora. He apparently.
Actually, it can also be another.
He apparently born in Pomona. This is according to Basketball
909.
Reference.
Okay.
Born in Pomona and went to Glendora High.
That's all y'all. Glendora High. That's all y'all.
School's probably canceled today.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
They don't
It's
want
like
to be
snow
there.
day.
It is.
Over.
It's like
snow
a snow
day. It's
day in
over.
April.
We're embarrassed. So last night that was very, very frustrating especially because it was a great basketball game. It was a really good game. It was back and forth. The Lakers had stormed all the way back. I think they held them to something like 17 points in the third quarter.
The
didn't they?
Lakers were up 1 when Luka got ejected. That's why when people are saying like they should have sat everyone, it was a scheduled loss, they weren't going to win that game. Based on what?
I still think it should have been a scheduled loss and save your fire for Dallas and Portland.
But it wasn't. It wasn't a scheduled loss.
Because I don't think at this point in the season you need to play a back-to-back. You can just pick up the second night of a back-to-back, especially when you're 15.5-point dogs at OKC.
If you potentially win the game yesterday, you punch one of the two games that you need for that 3 seed. As long as you avoid the play-in, you're getting a week off anyway.
Right.
Hey! Lock in! Come on!
There you go. Lock in. Come
Exactly.
on. That's an iron.
I mean, these guys need reps together. They have not played together a lot in the Luka era. Guys have been in and out of the lineup. You want to potentially send a message to OKC.
So let me ask you this. Clearly this was considered by the Lakers.
Yeah.
Because at one point,
Everybody
everybody, I think JJ was questionable for the game at one point yesterday. So they were thinking
Scotty
about
Brooks
it.
on there.
Because Scott Brooks also. So if that's the case, didn't they make the wrong decision?
No.
How did they not? They expended all the energy and they lost.
But it's also about getting yourself sharp for the playoffs. Like, these games have actual value in terms of getting better.
I would also say that I've now, after watching these two games, I think they match up really
absolutely.
well with OKC.
And
that's
question.
something you learned. They both scored 43 points in the first
but I
quarter.
learned that
they
Sunday.
Can score, but
I learned that Sunday.
But sometimes
and
you
by
just
the way,
have a hot shooting night. They did twice.
Let them soak in that for a little bit.
See,
let them soak in the 27-point loss a little bit, and don't give them a reason for hope.
But I don't think yesterday gave them a reason for hope.
As it turns out.
But that's my point, though. You don't know that unless you play. Now, OKC has to think about the idea that in a game where Rui didn't play at all, it took Luka getting ejected despite like 12 turnovers in the first half, LeBron 2 of 7. They should have been able to put the Lakers away in the first half, and they couldn't. Then the Lakers got back into this game, and they were actually winning when Luka got ejected. I think there was a lot of positive that came out of the game for the Lakers.
I think last night should have been a mail-it-in scheduled loss. I'm not alone. A lot of people think that, and obviously the Lakers did consider it. But I think, especially in retrospect, I think it was a mistake.
See,
I don't care.
I'm totally with Andy though, because I saw it in a back-to-back situation that they played really well, shot really well on Sunday, came back 2 days later like you're going to have to do in the playoffs, and came and shot really well again.
Down a man who's really important in Rui.
Exactly, and to continually do that and get down by 10, 12 a couple times to fight back with that. that showed a lot for me, and I love it for the playoffs.
Okay, and I hope tonight goes well, because tonight's the one that you needed to win. Dallas and Portland were the two obvious wins, I think, and tonight's going to be emotional and interesting. We'll see what AD does, who says, you all are making too big a deal of this, and Luka, they got the shirts on the back of the chairs, and it says thanks for everything in Slovenian. The Mavericks tried to.
Did you see this?
They tried to get sponsorship for Luka's return.
The video. I think they were trying to get
Is that what it was? I've seen the video. Have you seen the video?
I haven't watched the
it's
video
floating
yet.
around out there. It's a good video. It's like, it's like 45 seconds.
But what are the Mavericks thinking? Just saying, hey, let's try and get some sponsorship out of the fact
Yeah,
that
let's sell it.
That Luka's coming, and Luka's like, no. I play for the Lakers.
Yeah, that's wild.
They are
Like,
the
why?
embodiment of say less.
Everything
time,
they do is wrong.
Like, just lay low.
Yeah.
Like, eventually let the trade speak for itself if Nico's going to be proven right, like, whatever. But stop talking.
Yeah.
Just altogether.
Okay, I got a question for Bergman.
Yeah.
So yesterday I found a tattoo.
A tattoo?
A tattoo place.
A tattoo place.
It's called Art Collector Tattoo Studio in Culver City.
Okay.
So call them up, explain what I'm looking for, dog paws, all that stuff.
So you are going to do the separate paws.
I'm going to do the separate paws, which look like they're going to hurt. So they sent me some portfolios of different artists, so I made a determination. I like Kristen's the best, so Kristen is going to do the dog paw. But now I've got an appointment for Tuesday, and I'm feeling a little sketchy because I was remembering last night how much the first tattoo hurt.
Oh, it doesn't hurt that bad.
It does.
Well, it depends on where you get it.
Anybody that says it doesn't hurt is a lie.
It
doesn't hurt.
Laurie, you don't think it hurts?
No, I have two. I don't think it hurts.
Brian?
No idea. I don't
No
have
idea.
any.
No tattoos.
Good Jewish boy over there. Yeah, he doesn't get him. He wants to be buried in a Jewish cemetery.
Oh, there you go. No, I was thinking about getting them right here.
Yeah.
To me, those are
those shouldn't be too bad. If you start getting close to bone,
I don't go there. I'll go between the bones and right there.
You should be okay. I mean, it's just like it doesn't hurt that bad. I don't think it depends. When you're on the bone, that does hurt. Or if you're sitting there for like 3
right
hours.
Here. I thought right here must hurt because it's
Yes.
very
It's like
tender.
veiny.
Yeah.
Do you have tattoos?
I have one.
Yeah.
You do? What do you got?
No, it did not hurt, but it was in a fleshy area.
Yeah.
It was on my calf. So
okay. So what's the tattoo of?
It says inner strength in Chinese characters.
Oh, okay. I always wondered.
Is it on the back, the lower back?
Yes.
Wow.
It's a tramp stamp.
By the way, I always wonder, like, a tattoo artist could really punk you by saying something different in Chinese.
I did so much research.
Did you?
I didn't leave it up to the tattoo artist.
It's like,
do you happen to speak Mandarin, sir?
like you got a Chinese letter spelling dumbass.
I always joke. It says either inner strength or naive white boy.
There you go.
But one of Brian's good friends from high school is fluent in Mandarin. Like I went to him. I went to a library going through all these different books. Like I put more research into this than I probably did like 4 years of college combined. Like I did my homework.
Okay, so you did your homework and you know it says inner strength.
Yeah, it has been confirmed to me by multiple
Chinese people?
Yeah, well, I first asked them. I said, "Sir, are you
asked Chinese friends?
Yes.
What does this say?"
Walking down the street,
Yeah,
and be
I
like,
flew
"Hey, you
to
look
China
Chinese."
in order to get this thing
By the way,
confirmed.
can I just say, the Chinese have got the most complicated language. I mean, honestly,
It's tough.
it is, and the
Very
letters, all of those with the letters and
I've
the
heard
figures.
Japanese is very difficult.
Is Japanese
too.
difficult?
I've heard that. And my daughter is now on a school trip to
That's
Japan,
right.
and she's learned a lot about that. And apparently, one of the things is the language is very difficult to learn.
All those are tough to learn. Jean, my girlfriend, is Korean.
Yeah.
I can't learn it. It's so hard to learn.
She speaks fluent Korean?
Yeah, fluent Korean.
You can try.
I've learned words because she told me the words, but learning the actual language is very difficult. I did Duolingo, did not work.
Really?
In the slide. I tried.
Well, you don't need to talk to Jean in Korean.
Well, no, but I can talk to her parents.
Oh,
in
her
Korean.
parents
Yeah.
speak Korean. Oh,
yeah,
got it.
They don't speak great English, so there's a little bit of a...
I love that you tried.
You know what my mom
Language
says about Greg's girlfriend, Jean? She's a knockout.
Knockout.
A
Yeah,
knockout.
knockout.
Nice games.
I love that.
It's
I
funny.
love that.
It's funny. Last night she was
Great
feeling
figure.
bad about something, and I said, "Mason's mom says you're a knockout."
There you go.
And I started
that,
feeling a little
that
better.
probably goes well,
Yeah,
right?
it did. It did.
All right, coming up next for you, there's an animal from Game of Thrones that may be making a comeback, plus what Wendy said about Luka last night. In the meantime, you know what time it is. It is officially time to... It's game time. Let's go. At Chumba Casino, the action never stops. You can play online social casino games anytime, anywhere for free. No purchase necessary. Your playbook is stacked. Think bingo and solitaire and slots and so much more. Hundreds of games. You're never going to run out of action. Here's the kicker. They're dropping fresh games every single week. It's like a highlight reel of fun ready for you to tackle. Plus, free daily login bonuses and a sweet welcome bonus when you join. Play for free. Take your shot. You could redeem some awesome prizes. What are you waiting for? The clock is ticking and the game is on. Suit up and take your shot. Head to ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com. Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Delaware, Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Star effing driven town. ESPN LA is hitting the road. Tune in Monday, April 14th to Sedano and Cap as we broadcast live from SeaWorld San Diego. We'll explore the nation's largest standalone jellyfish exhibit, the all-new Jewels of the Sea, featuring awe-inspiring jellyfish, and set sail on a flavor adventure at the Seven Seas Food Festival. Don't miss the action, the fun, and maybe even a few surprises. Monday, April 14th, 3 to 6 p.m. Live from SeaWorld San Diego. SeaWorld San Diego. Open your world to something amazing.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, we're a nationally recognized leader in pediatric care, honored by U.S. News and World Report as one of the best in the country. Here, we achieve amazing breakthroughs that change lives. From groundbreaking cancer therapies that offer new hope to young patients, to advanced heart procedures that save lives. We partner with families to conquer challenges and achieve extraordinary outcomes. Choose the best care for your child at chla.org.
Hey, basketball fans, John Ireland here. Austin Reeves has been playing lights out, and now he's bringing that same energy to his brand new signature shoe, the AR2s from Redick. Designed for top performance and comfort, these kicks are for players who grind just like Austin. He was hands-on in crafting every detail, making sure the AR2s deliver on and off the court. So go to Rigor.com, Rigorer. Don't wait. Own a pair of Austin Reeves' shoes. That's Rigor.com.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. And our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Our steamed vegetables and signature salads are made fresh for you. Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
The sports calendar is heating up, and with ESPN Bet Sportsbook, you can go from checking news and stats to placing bets in just a couple of taps. Stream games, bet live, and get exclusive offers when you link your ESPN account. Right now, you can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code JOEQ to get started today. That's JOEQ, Joe Q. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Vivid Seats is your ultimate destination for basketball and hockey this season. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every one-timer and buzzer-beating 3 live and in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Don't miss out. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Mason, Ireland, on 710 ESPN.
Shohei Ohtani and I have something in common.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
I don't believe it.
We do.
Does he call in sick a lot?
No.
Okay.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
Did you hear I just whispered to Brian?
What did you ask for?
I said, find Billy Ocean, get into my dreams and out of my car. Is that what it is?
Get out of my dreams and into my car.
Oh, I always like get out of my dreams and into my car. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, it's the anniversary of that song coming out, and I always think it's like one of the stupidest songs. Does that not rank up there on the stupid scale?
It's up there with We Built This City.
We built this
That's
city.
a terrible song.
Although I tell you, Starship did a really smart thing.
Built this city.
They went around. I was doing music radio then at 93Q WRQN, and Starship did a pre-recorded thing for every town.
Really?
So at the beginning, it says, "We built Toledo. We built Dubuque."
So they were doing
Dubuque.
We built Joplin, Missouri.
They're doing the equivalent of at the concert. How you feeling, Dubuque?
Exactly. Yeah, this song, that's a reviled song, I think. I don't think people like Starship. There you go. From a movie.
This song's from a movie?
It is.
Oh, you're right, it is.
It's from the second one of Jewel of the Nile. Or it's not Jewel of the Nile. What was the...
Romancing the Stone was the first.
That was a great movie.
Yes. This is from Jewel of the Nile?
Jewel of the Nile. That's exactly what it's from, yeah. Billy Ocean.
Any relation to Frank Ocean?
I don't believe so.
I really doubt it.
Yeah, I think that's
I doubt it too.
highly
Now,
unlikely.
Caribbean Queen is a good song.
Caribbean Queen.
Also Billy Ocean.
4-3 now. What is going on?
Oh, my God. Landon Knack. What is happening?
He was
Come
not
on,
invited
man.
to the meeting.
No. And he's not going to
Landon Knack alert.
4-3, 2 out, bottom first. Good thing you got that 4-0 lead.
Yeah. Did you like the Landon Knack alert? Why are we at a point where we're using a spot starter now? I was trying to think of. I mean, I looked at their starters this morning.
Well, it's an off day tomorrow. Yamamoto was supposed to start in this game, so he's getting the day off. And now Sasaki is pitching on Friday, so they're skipping Yamamoto unless he's pitching on Saturday.
What I have for
Against the
Dodgers rotation for the next couple of days.
And Knack just walked the go.
Did he really?
run
Oh,
for this
Jesus.
inning.
Oh, my God.
Got more walks, 40 pitches this inning,
What
and that's
are we
more walks.
doing? This is ridiculous.
It's very frustrating. So Sasaki Friday.
Yeah, I've got Knack today, Sasaki Friday, Glasnow Saturday, May Sunday, off day. Yamamoto pitches Tuesday of next week.
Okay, so they are
They're skipping Yamamoto.
Yeah. Why?
I guess this is the game, right? You got a pitcher, a Japanese pitcher who's not, used to pitching on 6 days rest, and he's through a couple of good games. Early day game. Yeah, I mean, still, wow.
Really nice play by Mookie at short, by the way. That was in the outfield grass. That was really nice.
Yeah.
But it's Sasaki's pitching on his regular rest. I think maybe a day off, a day extra. It's 6 days, but Sasaki is pitching on Friday. That's right on schedule.
I wonder if it's an early game on the East Coast on top of it. I wonder if that has something to do with it.
Maybe. It's a good
But they skipped
point.
him entirely. Why not just back him up a day?
Right, and have him pitch Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, why
or
not
Sunday.
just throw Knack today?
Hey, he's going into the second inning with the lead. That's what we could say.
So Knack today and then Sasaki tomorrow. Could have been Knack and then Yamamoto. I don't know what they're doing with their pitching right now. They've got so many pitchers, although
Gonsolin's going to be coming back soon.
Justin Robleski off the list.
For right now, absolutely. Gonsolin will be coming back soon. I think he's in a rehab assignment. So,
But Dave Roberts says today, additional focus being paid. Focus is right. So did you know... You watched Game of Thrones, didn't you?
I did.
Did you, Andy?
No,
okay.
I didn't.
Direwolves?
So they had this thing called a direwolf.
Yeah.
And everybody got their own direwolf at the very beginning of the season, and they're really cool. They're sort of a mix between a dog and a wolf and all that. So in some science lab, they have now genetically recreated, rebirthed an actual direwolf. The direwolf now exists again in sort of that Jurassic Park kind of way, where they taken some genetic material and turned it into a whole big wolf.
You remember that the direwolf was incredibly dangerous.
Yeah,
and
but
incredibly
but
mean.
Also very, very friendly with their owner.
To the one owner.
To the one owner,
everybody else.
Now, I'm not saying everybody should go out and get a direwolf.
Just walking around
I
with
don't know how
direwolves,
fast they're printing these things
attacking people on the side.
That's weird,
Walking
though.
Lola down the side of the road.
Are
and
you?
I'll get a
See,
direwolf walking up to me.
Like they're also working on a woolly woolly mammoth. Did you see that?
That's a giant
They
animal that
try
will
to
stomp on
Did
people.
you see this, Brian?
Yeah, it was like a mouse or something like that.
They made a mouse. They made a woolly mouse as a stepping stone
Right.
to an
That's so
actual
weird.
woolly
Woolly
mammoth.
mouse?
Yeah, it's a mouse with like.
Got to start somewhere.
Yeah. So that's the first step of that. Now, I personally think this is really cool, and you guys are all like, it's end of the world
It's
Jurassic
scary.
Park stuff.
It is
Science
scary.
always goes horribly
A bunch
wrong.
of
Mace.
a pack of dire wolves at the San Diego Zoo is not. It's going to be a very good exhibit.
Oh, yeah, you think the dire wolves are just going to sit there in the Los Angeles Zoo and
They've
not go
they've
anywhere?
got tigers and lions.
They have no
penned
lions.
up. Oh,
They have
I
no
said the
lions.
San
Tigers
Diego
and lions
Zoo,
and
by the
pandas.
way.
Oh my! Like, come on now.
Because the San Diego Zoo is like one of the
But
biggest
imagine
zoos in
that
the
there's
world.
dire wolves at the LA Zoo, and they're not going to just jump out.
Would
or
that
anything.
exhibit not be
Yeah, I mean, these
of
are-
interest to you?
These are going to be
They're gonna
supercharged dire wolves.
Why?
I mean, because they're
Genetically
scientifically created.
Right.
They're scientifically created in the
But
21st
you're saying
century.
they cannot be contained in a pen?
No.
The way hyenas are, or the way.
Here's the problem. It's this type of arrogance that you have.
It's not
They'll
arrogance.
be fine. And then before you know it, we're overrun by dire wolves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
exactly.
not. It's not going to happen. There's going to
How
be
do you-
one pen of dire
How
wolves
do-
at the San Diego Zoo,
That's
and we're
what
all
they-
going to pay
That's
to
what
see
they
it.
said about the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. Oh, they'll
But
just
see,
stay on this island.
that is totally a movie. You recognize that, right?
How do you not think that dire wolves? You don't know what their reproduction is like. You don't know if they're like rabbits and it's just consistently
Reproduction,
going at
they're-
it.
they're printing
and
them.
creating all of them.
They're just every day they print a new dire wolf.
Well,
exactly.
they
got a
have
whole pack.
dire
Well, that's the
Dire
problem
wolves.
too. You start Xeroxing these things, you get
Yeah.
lazy, you're not paying enough attention to the genetics,
Yep.
and then you get that one crazy dire wolf.
Here's what I took from this story, and this says a lot about me. I want to make sure to leave some genetic material behind after I'm gone so that they can make a new Steve Mason.
A Steve Mason
It
dire
all makes
wolf?
sense now.
and
Steve Mason 2.0.
you do this also. Ireland
Summer
contributes
shred
some
mace.
genetics.
Right.
And then you have Ireland telling the same stories between now and the end
That
of
is
time.
awful.
Now
Right.
and the end of 78 days,
Now-
1 hour, 17 minutes, and 43
I have
seconds.
this-
don't care.
I have this thing called a fire stick.
Did you know you
Hear
can
that
travel
story
with
for the
it?
end of time.
Shaq, we're live on air.
Yeah. There's another one. Yes.
So I was at the bar, and Kobe, I walked up to Kobe, and he had all these beers at
Beers
his
at
feet.
his feet. That's another one.
Let him finish.
Yeah, let him finish.
These stories.
By the
Thank
way,
you, Pepe.
get all of your, because you guys, I just want to point this out. It's Andy and Bergman that are bagging on Ireland.
No, you did it.
He's going to be joining us coming up, and
In
I'm
18
going
minutes.
to tell him all about everything
What you
that you've
said?
said. Everything
You
you've
brought
said.
up the
My
fire
great
stick.
grandchildren
No
will be
such
hearing
thing.
Ireland and Mason on the radio, and Ireland tell the story about Shaq swearing live on air.
Yeah.
That is awful.
All right, coming up next for you, we're going to do some What's Up, Fool. Brian's got stuff, Laura's got stuff, Andy and Greg in here for Ireland, who will join us coming up at 2 o'clock, about 17 minutes from right now. In the meantime, you know I love my Hyundai. I drive the Hyundai Elantra. I always get, people are like, what kind of car is that? It is a beautiful ride. It's my favorite car that I've ever driven. I went out and leased one the moment I started working with the Southern California Hyundai dealers. These guys are terrific. And Hyundai cars and SUVs, whether it's the Sonata or the Santa Fe or the Ioniq 6, they give you the confidence to boldly journey wherever life takes you. Advantages include available class-exclusive digital key and available remote smart parking assist. And because they want the road ahead to be as worry-free as possible, you also get complimentary maintenance for 3 years or 36,000 miles and 10 years of America's best warranty. In a brand new Hyundai, there is joy in every journey. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or see your SoCal Hyundai dealer today. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Were you starting your Wednesday earlier this morning with Clinton Yates?
You can't allow that to happen if you're Luka Doncic.
You are the player. We were just talking about crises and accountability happening with, let's say, the Nuggets, where it's like, oh, nobody's doing anything right, so they've got to go. No, get it together, dude. The basketball team needs you. Ultimately, to me, that's where the buck stops, is with the actual player. It wasn't like you MF'd somebody and all of a sudden you were gone. You already had a tech. You're jawing with a fan. I'm sorry, that doesn't rise above the level of like, bro, maybe you should cut it out. I'm not saying eliminate trash talk from your game. I'm saying the whining, the extracurriculars added up to a bad situation last night.
Start your day with the Big CY. Clinton and Friends. Morning 7 to 9. That means tomorrow morning as well.
If I was extremely cynical, I'd go out on a limb and say, I don't know, a la a Draymond Green, this is going to cost the Lakers a game in the playoffs. I don't know that I'm there yet, but there's no reason not to believe that it couldn't at some point if it's happening right now.
Right here on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Next Gen is the official AC, heating, plumbing, and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. That's right. Next Gen is the absolute best in the biz with thousands of 5-star reviews to prove it. Clogged drain? No problem. Call Next Gen today to book your $88 drain cleaning. That's right. For just $88, you'll receive a professional drain cleaning to keep your home flowing smoothly all season long. Call 833-3-NEXT-GEN. That's 833-3-NEXGEN for your $88 drain cleaning.
NEXGEN, call 833-3-NEXT-GEN.
This is John Ireland. You know BBGO. You see their logo on every Lakers jersey, but did you know BBGO is the official game day snack of the Lakers? BBGO promises bold, authentic Korean flavor. And if you're tired of the same old snacks while watching the game, try America's favorite and #1 Asian snack brand. You can find BBGO products in the freezer section. Try the steamed dumplings or the mandu. BBGO knows that food brings people together, just like the purple and gold. Try BBGO today.
Hey, it's Beto Duran. If you've ever been in a car accident, you know how stressful it can be. My boy Leo and the crew at Active Collision are there for you. They're the experts at taking care of your business. I'm dealing with it right now. Hit and run. The back of my truck was smashed. I thought it was just a simple fix the tailgate. No. Leo said, boom, boom, boom. This is the problem, Beto. Let me take care of it. 626-330-0100. 626-330-0100. You'll get a 50% discount on your deductible when you let them know that 710 sent you. Or check them out on Instagram at active.collision.
The sports calendar is heating up, and with ESPN Bet Sportsbook, you can go from checking news to stats to placing bets in a couple of taps. Stream games, bet live, and get exclusive offers when you link your ESPN account. Right now, you can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Quarterback Jordan Love isn't just on Green Bay's team. He's also on the American Family Insurance team. Because like us, he believes in dreaming fearlessly.
Just chase your dreams and don't let nobody hold you back.
And we help protect those dreams with the right coverage so you can
dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
I mean, would you rather have good life or sex? Good sex. Good life, good sex.
Well, I got both.
There you go. That's
good
the correct
for you,
answer.
Johnny I.
More of Mason and Ireland
What's
right
Up,
now.
Fool is brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal. It's fate. It's friendship. It's Mezcal. Dos Hombres.
Thanks, Brian. I'm going to take the first one here.
All right.
All right, guys. So LeBron has officially been named the first ever Barbie Ambassador.
Oh, yeah, I saw
recognizing his positive impact on culture, style, and community. The doll will be available starting April 14th on retailers including Walmart, Target, and Amazon, and it will retail for $75. Usually, Barbie is known for females. Right? When I was growing up, the guys had little action figures. The girls had little Barbie dolls and Ken dolls.
Sure.
So if you guys were children, if you guys were kids, would you guys want to purchase the LeBron Ken doll? Because it's not actually an action figure.
So when I was a kid, I was not playing with dolls necessarily. But it seems like it might be a cool collector's item. That would be the appeal of it. It would be cool to have it. He's the new, I think they call him the Ken-bassador.
First ever.
Just like Ryan Gosling in the movie. So I get the coolness of it. I wouldn't necessarily play with it as a kid. We did have G.I. Joes, though.
Yeah, but that's different. That's not a Barbie doll.
Yeah, we did play with G.I. Joes, but we did not play with dolls.
No, I played with a lot of Star Wars figures.
Star Wars figures, yeah. Dinosaurs. I had little plastic dinosaurs.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, I wonder if things could get changed a bit with LeBron and this Ken Ambassador doll, just because Barbie the movie was pretty popular with a lot of boys too.
Oh, it wasn't just a female hit. No, it was a fun movie. No matter who you were.
It was a great movie.
Yeah.
He's Lenuff.
So, Greg, you're gonna
enough. Oh yeah, Lenuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
no,
we
I
understand.
didn't play with any GI Joes. Or my brother was really big into like Masters of the Universe, the He-Man ones. That was a big one that was
That's
in our
a movie
household.
Coming out.
He-Man is?
Yeah.
Oh, that
really
was that was
anything
huge
that
back
used
in
to
the
be.
day.
I'm sure they're working on. I
But-
said the other day I'm going to option Captain Crunch. I think that would be a great movie.
The
Barbie?
Kool-Aid Man.
The Kool-Aid Man. Did you watch that?
I watched the first episode. Yeah.
Is that not the funniest damn?
It was a great.
Yeah,
first
that's
episode.
that new show,
need
The
to watch
Studio,
that.
is so damn.
I need to watch that.
You in
Yes.
particular, yeah.
I know.
But yeah, I didn't play with any kind of dolls. It was mostly baseball cards where I was.
Not that there's anything wrong with
There
it.
isn't.
No, I just wasn't one of them.
Yeah.
You can get the La Barbie April 14th.
There you
La
go.
Barbie.
What's up, Foo?
I did have the G.I. Joes. If LeBron was a G.I. Joe when I was a kid, I would have had that.
That's
for
me
sure.
too. If
For
it was a GI Joe, I'd be all over it.
So Subway, the last couple of years have been doing their foot-long, the churro, the cookie. Well, it was announced today that they're going to come out with a foot-long nachos kind of a trough, I should say. So for $5, you can get a foot-long trough of nachos.
That's a lot of nachos.
It's a lot of nachos. They're doing all these, dessert items kind of
You know,
weird
the
things here.
one that looks really good is the big, gigantic chocolate chip cookie.
It does. I've heard some mixed reviews on it, though.
You've heard
I've
mixed
heard
reviews?
mixed reviews, yes.
I don't know how you screw that up. A
No,
big
no.
chocolate chip cookie.
Funchy brought it in.
Oh, yeah?
Funchy
The
brought it
foot-long.
in.
The
Yeah.
foot-long chocolate chip cookie.
The
Yeah.
cookie. Funchy brought it in. The cookie and the pretzel, right? From Subway? Yeah.
Oh, they got the pretzel too. Yeah. So this is another
brought
one of
it
their
in.
foot-long items that they're doing. Yeah, nachos. My question here though is, nachos are the best appetizer you could get when you're going out.
Ooh, that's a
Oh,
really
that is a good
question.
question. Nachos are really good. I
love nachos.
So I would say yes because like even down at Yard House, get the chicken nachos. I do. If you're feeling it, you might go with some ahi nachos. Like, yeah, I'm all in on the nachos.
Nachos are number one.
I think so.
What about loaded
Wings.
baked potato skins?
That's not. I mean, skins.
Yeah, remember
That's a little
loaded
bit,
baked
those are
potato
delicious.
skins like
TGI
TGI Fridays?
Fridays.
I was going to
Get
say
one.
it's
Fridays
a very
thing.
80s thing
Yes.
because TGI Fridays, I think, popularized the potato skins more than
Yes.
anyone else.
Yeah.
And TGI Fridays ruled the 80s.
You know what? Here's an underrated appetizer. I don't know if you guys get that. And it's a little bit, it's not necessarily, at Subway where you're going to get it. But we went to dinner in Vegas and we had the shishito peppers. Do you ever have the shishito
so
peppers?
good.
When
They're
I go
so
get
good.
sushi, absolutely
Yeah.
get sushi.
And there's always
edamame.
one in there that's supposed to be
Spicy.
super
Yeah.
spicy.
And there is one
and
that's
I
in there
feel
that's
like
super
I
spicy.
always get the super
I
spicy
make
one.
them at home all the time.
Do you really?
Yeah. I just take some shishito peppers. Usually get them at Trader Joe's, grill them up in a pan, put some like salt and pepper over them. Stuff like that. They're great.
All right, Bobby Flay.
What's
I like
up,
chips and
Foo?
salsa, chips and guac.
Chips and sauce, chips and guac also very good.
Blooming onion.
Blooming onion's
Blooming
good.
onion.
Yeah.
Yep.
Chips and guac is great.
What's up, Foo?
All right, guys. So he was talking about a Subway. Something that does not belong together is fried chicken flavored toothpaste.
Ugh.
So KFC has introduced fried chicken flavored toothpaste, and it's selling out super quick. It says that the flavors.
awful.
Yes, it is 100%. Again, toothpaste, fried chicken, not something you should put together. But if you guys could choose one flavor, like one particular thing that you can infuse your toothpaste with that is not minty, well, I mean, they're doing fried chicken here, okay? It says it has all of the lemon and herbs and spices from KFC in this.
Well, that is disgusting.
It's disgusting.
But they
would
got, look, you
people
brought it
are
up,
buying
so
it.
they're getting their bang.
Yep.
So would you do like we had Oreos earlier, like would there be something that you would infuse your
Yeah,
toothpaste
no.
with? Donuts?
Nothing
Whipped
like
cream?
Nothing like. I just
Cream
went
cheese?
mint, peppermint, wintergreen.
Cool Ranch Doritos.
Oh, that's gross.
Let's do it. Like if I have to
Flamin'
answer the
hot
question,
Cheetos
No.
Laura would do that.
No, I would not.
You love those.
I know, but that's gross, man.
Look, the question. I'm just answering the question.
Yeah.
Gross.
I'd do some banana toothpaste.
No, okay.
I feel like that.
Okay.
Coconut.
Strawberry,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of little
Like
kids.
pina colada toothpaste
Strawberry.
might work.
That sounds
Something,
good. Pina colada.
pina
Yeah.
colada.
Mason Mule.
Mason Mule.
Oh,
yeah.
those are strong, man.
Those are strong.
Jeez.
That's a strong ass drink.
Drunk all
Yeah,
day.
KFC.
Just why?
Yeah, just not necessary.
Just why?
It's
You
It's just
don't need
they
it.
did it because you would do a story.
Oh, yeah, it's all my fault.
Because every every radio show in the country is going to talk about this, and it's going to be good for KFC. And I guarantee you, you can't walk into a store and buy this stuff. It's like my steak flavored bourbon, and I mean, just give me the bourbon, just give me toothpaste. I don't need it infused with things.
It's $13. Okay,
Yeah.
it's sold out.
$13, way too much for
And it was on His
toothpaste.
Smile website only.
It was only on their website?
His Smile website.
His Smile.
Yeah, they're not going to get anything. By the way, I had KFC last night for the first time in like
KFC
15 years.
is so good.
No,
Get
it is.
in
It does not,
so
does
good.
not agree with me in any way,
You know what
shape,
I
or
like?
form.
That's your problem.
I'll
That's
never have it
KFC's.
again.
I like when they
That was
take the
worst
chicken
experience of my
fingers
life.
and the corn and the mashed potatoes, and then
And
they
they
pour
put it-
gravy
oh.
on.
Yeah, no.
Their coleslaw is probably
Never
so
again.
bad for
Their
you. but so
coleslaw
good.
is the best coleslaw
Oh,
there
so
is.
good.
When I was a kid, I used to go to McDonald's for a Big Mac and fries, and then we would drive to the KFC next door, and I'd get their coleslaw because they make the
That does
most
sound
rockin'
good,
coleslaw.
Would you go to
With the biscuit?
Wendy's and go get a what's their
Frosty.
Frosty, yeah,
that's right.
no, you just,
just go to
shop
each one.
one
each place.
from
It's
each
like bar
place.
hopping, but with fast food.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm not a huge fan of In-N-Out French fries, but
Oh,
I would
love 'em.
I would
I
go
love 'em.
to I would go to get an In-N-Out burger and then get McDonald's fries. I'd make that trip.
Is it a sign of getting old? Because I used to give
No,
Bergman
not for
such.
me.
No,
You
hold
gave
on.
me a lot of hell
A
for
lot
this.
of hell for the fry situation, but now I will take In-N-Out fries over McDonald's.
Because they're real potatoes.
Yeah, I don't. I don't
just
want
like,
real.
uh,
I want
the
some
oil
grease
doesn't
and some
sit
salt
well.
and
No
some
more.
oil and
No,
those
no.
fries, and I'm in it.
No.
I'm in it.
But the
salty.
cabbage though was great from Wabba Grill.
Oh,
When was
you
Wabba
love the
Grill
cabbage.
here?
You
I love
the
the
cabbage.
You are a
cabbage.
big cabbage eater.
They
yeah.
come in tomorrow, right?
They are coming
Oh,
tomorrow.
nice.
Yeah, so
Wabba
I'll
Grill
have
lunch
cabbage
hour.
tomorrow.
What's up, Foo?
Okay, so OpenAI announced that ChatGPT Plus, where you could use it unlimited and do images and stuff like that, will be free for college students through the end of the semester and aim to support them during finals. Kind of got me thinking here. Giving all college kids, all you have to do is have a college email, and you
Okay.
can sign up for it. ChatGPT, is it kind of a cheating tool, or is this a thing where it's like it's going to be incorporated with all of the learning coming up? Like younger kids are going to be learning the system of AI.
Both.
Yep.
Very much both.
I think it's something they're going to need to learn how to do, but I think it also teaches them workarounds from doing the work themselves.
Although I do think it is going to. It's a tool. If you use it right, it's a tool that can make studying more effective and learning more effective.
know if
I
it-
don't view it as a cheating thing.
Here's the thing. I think it might make some of what you're trying to track down more efficient. I don't know if you're actually learning more. Because part of where you learn is actually figuring out this stuff on your own. Like as opposed to just having it spit out for you.
Except here you can use this as a base of knowledge and then add stuff beyond that you learn.
Yeah, but the problem is I think there's going to be a lot of kids who just stick with let the AI find it for me.
Right.
And that's where they leave it.
When you're writing essays and term papers and you're using ChatGPT and you say make it sound more like a college student,
Well,
that's going to make it.
I read something recently about how kids like our daughter's age, Greg, and like that generation, like Gen Z, Gen Alpha, they get a ton of anxiety if they can't find an answer to anything right away. Because they're not used
you're
to having
programmed to
right.
have
They're
it on
not
your
used to having
fingertips.
everything at their fingertips.
So in Beijing, they made AI education mandatory in all primary and secondary schools starting September 1st of this year. Every student will get at least 8 hours of AI lessons each year. Even they're starting at 6 years old.
It can make every job easier.
crazy.
Like even yours. So if you produce, you can actually go into ChatGPT and get prep work done through that.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
can.
I
You
use it all
100%
the
can.
time. You
Really?
absolutely
What the hell
can.
have I been working so hard
No,
for?
you absolutely can. You can do all kinds of. I mean, I always use it as a tool when I'm doing the show. I mean, I use, if I'm looking for a question for Game of Games, sometimes I'll go to ChatGPT,
Which is taller.
Which is taller. It's like it knows the height of 10 Wembies stacked on top.
I feel
of
like you
each other.
gotta like correct
Stuff
it
like
though
that.
sometimes, because I've done that because somebody called me the other day. I was like, yeah, I totally did a ChatGPT game a while ago. But A, it was super easy. Or two, some of the information was incorrect. So then you have to do extra work I might as well just make up the question myself. Because you get wrong info.
Right. There's sometimes wrong info, I guess.
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes I think these kids need to learn AI just so they can start being able to distinguish what's real and what's fake. because a lot of these kids now are growing up in this AI world where I don't think they can tell the difference.
No, it's true. Although, I mean, I'll say this. I think you're either using AI or it's using you. One way or the other.
That's true.
It's
Very
out
true.
there. Take advantage of it and be in charge. All right. Coming up next for you, we will be joined by John Ireland.
I don't care.
He doesn't seem to care. But he was absolutely disgusted, like the rest of us, by what he saw last night.
That is awful.
And we will get to that coming up next with Ireland. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Two of the biggest titans in all of CONCACAF. Los Angeles Football Club, Inter Miami CF. Battle it out for one spot in the CONCACAF Champions Cup semifinal.
Shot from 22 and in! Ordaz has scored! It's a golazo!
Last week, leg one was a thrill at BMO Stadium. Leg two in Miami will not disappoint. LAFC versus Inter Miami.
What's it going to take them out over there in leg two? Teamwork makes the dream work.
Pre-game starts today at 4:30 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
Baseball's my favorite sport because you can fail 70% of the time and still be a legend. Like my diet. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Big League Gift Giveaway. Get a pickleball set when you earn 500 points on your rewards card. The 15th.
Number 2.
The Good Times Pizza Company's brick oven cooks your crust to perfection. Get it to go today.
And the number 1 reason.
Desi Banks. Live April 25th. Get tickets now.
Morongo. Good times.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256 or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
The LPGA Tour returns to Los Angeles for the JM Eagle LA Championship, presented by Plastpro, April 17th through the 20th at El Caballero Country Club. Come watch 144 of the world's best female golfers, including standout LPGA superstar Nelly Korda and back-to-back champion Hannah Green. Tickets start at just $25. First responders, military, kids under 18, and those affected by the Eaton and Palisades fires get in free. Get your tickets today at jmeagleLAchampionship.com.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
I've got to be honest. I have no idea how you do it.
I'm not sure how I do it.
I would not. Would not be my scene.
More of Mason and Ireland right now.
I don't care.
All right, joining us now live from Dallas, the day after one of the stupidest calls in the history of the National Basketball Association. John Ireland described this as...
That is awful.
And he joins us now. Jono, what's happening, man?
Let me guess. I think you are fully supportive of my rant, and Andy blames Luka.
Okay.
Am I right?
No,
not at all.
It's hard to find people that support the official
There's
in
a
this
couple.
case.
There's a couple just today.
Clinton
I
Yates.
thought Andy would be one of them. Andy, you're not, huh?
No, I think JT Orr badly overstepped his boundaries there. I don't think you can justify at all what he did.
Wow. That shocks me.
It was a complete mockery. I mean, a disgrace. It was shameful.
It was a sham mockery, as Mike D'Antoni used to say.
Appalling. It was a miscarriage of justice.
It was a sham and a mockery, a sham mockery.
It was an insult to reason.
Well,
Terrible.
Mace, you've heard me. The rant I went on last night. You
was
had to be,
awesome, man.
You
It was
had to be the
amazing.
least surprised person in America.
Oh, my God.
Because you've heard me do it so many times.
So many times. And I want to play it. This is the short version, but I want to play it. If you're just tuning in, last night John called the game, obviously. Lakers at OKC and the ejection of Luka Doncic. Listen to this.
Hartenstein still trying to stay with him. Luka throws up an 8-footer. Good. And the Lakers lead 108-107.
Oh, Luka just got thrown out.
Why?
He was talking trash to a fan, and the referee thought he was talking to him.
Oh, this is an absolutely horrible decision by JT Orr, by the official. Absolutely horrible. You cannot throw a star player out of an NBA game for talking to a fan.
No, the referee thought he was talking to him.
So I want to say this about that, John. First of all, a fantastic call in the moment. Michael Thompson also picked out the fact that he thought he was yelling at the official. He was really yelling at a fan, which I would argue the TV guys didn't quite figure it out at the same time. Michael got it faster than anybody else I saw. So it's a fantastic call, but it is an absolutely awful moment.
What an official's job is to manage the game. And every official, I mean, JT Orr is actually a veteran official who's been in the league for 13 years and is a pretty good ref. He just had a bad night. But you can't make that particular mistake. What he should have done was the minute that 3 different Lakers walked over to him and explained that Luka was talking to a fan, not to him, he should have called over the other 2 refs and he should have said, okay, guys, what did you see? He didn't. He got his ego up and said, nope, I'm not going to hear it. You're gone. And think about this, Mace. As I've said to you a million times, it's an entertainment product.
Yeah.
It was a hugely entertaining game.
It was a great game.
At the time, it was 108-107. I mean, just everything you could want. 2 of the best teams in the NBA going head-to-head in a heavyweight fight. At halftime, boys, it was 80-72. That's how good this game was. The shot making was extraordinary. Both teams just playing their ass off. And then a referee decides to take matters into his own hands. I thought it was awful,
But
as
John,
you probably heard me say about 6 times.
Yeah, but John, when was the last time you saw refs come together like that after making a call and change that call? That just
all the time.
It does happen all the time.
All the time.
After a technical foul, though,
All
I
the
guess
time. After I saw it happen twice in that game. I mean, a couple of times a ref would say, Laker ball. And then the other refs would walk up to him and go, hey, you missed that. We got to reverse this. And they reverse it.
Greg, I would think the other 2 officials would want to talk to JT Orr about what happened on that technical just because you're about to toss Luka Doncic from this game.
But nobody went over there and talked to him.
But they had the opportunity to do it.
That's up to JT. He has to bring those 2 other officials in and discuss it. He wasn't having it. He was sick of Luka. After the game, Jared Vanderbilt said that Orr said to him, I don't know if you guys can find this sound.
Yeah.
But Orr said to him that he would talk to anybody on the Lakers except Luka. So some of this is personal.
Yeah, there's
he just
something
doesn't like Luka.
There's something personal going on. And it's not as though now Clinton Yates was on. I'll speak a little bit for Clinton. Clinton was on today and said, this is to a great degree, this is on Luka. He's got to know he's got 2 technical fouls, and anything he does can potentially lead to an ejection.
Yeah, he had 1, and if he got a second, he'd be out.
If he got a second, he'd be done. So that was his take. Now, I do think, let's be honest, Luka does complain a lot. And that's part of the Luka experience. But in this particular case, this was not even about complaining. This was about him turning his head, shouting something as he went down the floor, and JT Orr thinking it was the wrong thing. What do you think he shouted?
I don't know.
I think he told the fan to F off because the fan was giving it to him.
Right.
And I think he gave it right back to the fans, which, by the way, Michael and I talked about it. We like when it's as long as there's nothing physical going on. I like the trash
John,
talk.
more important than you or Michael or any of us liking it, the fans like it. The courtside fans like it. Part of the reason you buy those seats is so you can go back and forth with the players. You can have that kind of interaction. JT Orr doing that, he didn't just screw over the Lakers. I think he screwed over that courtside fan. I think in a lot of ways he screwed over the Thunder because the Thunder now don't end up getting any real credit for how well they played because it gets overshadowed by this decision made by JT Orr.
Right.
Like, I think Luka does have a reputation that he's earned. Like, it is Luka's own fault that he has this reputation. Sure. And unlike John, I actually think there should be a limit to how much these players can say to refs. I don't think they should be able to just berate them all game. Like, this is a workplace setup. Everybody needs to be professional. But none of that has anything to do with why Luka got tossed.
But the complaining can be within a range. Like, you can complain to a certain point, but you complain too much, you go over the top, you say something awful, then there are
it's on
ramifications.
Luka once he has a first technical to be aware of his talking and his yapping and complaining, which I think he was because he was not complaining in that moment. But it's also on a ref to be aware of, okay, this guy already has one tech. He better damn well have said something just completely beyond the pale.
Yeah.
Just completely
Here's the
egregious.
interesting thing. I've known the head of officiating, Monty McCutcheon, for 20 years. Monty's a great guy. He's been on the show. He's been on with Mason and I. Monty believes that you need mutual respect to make the league work. He doesn't like it when players go out and openly disrespect the refs. He thinks it's bad for the game. But if Monty, and I saw him do this when he was an official, I saw him do this 100 times. If a player would get on him, particularly a player that already had a tee, Monty would have looked at him and said, Luka, enough. Knock it off, or you know what's coming next. JT Orr didn't even do that. He didn't even look at him. He just tossed him. And you could see the look of disbelief on Luka's face. And then LeBron got into it, and Austin got into it. And, they were saying, no, he was yelling at a fan. And the fact that he had that out, he had that off-ramp he could have taken to keep Luka in the game, and he didn't use it, is just ego.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no other way to explain it. And I just felt bad for everybody involved because it wrecked what was one of the top 5 games of the year.
Yeah, it was such a fun game.
I think you would agree with this too, John, that they have to, even after 2 technical fouls, if it's like, fine, keep giving technical fouls for complaining to the refs, but you shouldn't be kicked out of a game after two fouls for that kind of thing. Unless it's a flagrant 2 where you're actually like hurting somebody, or what happened in, was it Charlotte with Jalen Wells? That gets you kicked out of a game. That was dangerous. That's hurting somebody. Yelling at the fans or yelling at the refs should not get you kicked out of a game, period.
It's not even yelling at the fan was enjoying himself.
Right, and by the way, his name is Jeremy Price.
Yeah,
he was
McManaman
enjoying
went and talked to him after the game.
Yeah, and this is his thing. Right. He loves aggravating opposing players.
If Luka had stopped backpedaling and started darting toward that fan and things start getting overheated, that would be one thing. This was clearly Luka having fun, the fan having fun. Again, you're robbing the fan of that experience.
And you guys have heard me say this a million times, but for me personally, if I was an official, nobody gets a technical foul ever unless there's a physical element to it.
Right.
In other words, you could say anything you want. Michael's got a great piece of video that he showed me a couple of times where I think it was Jess Kersey was an official and Bill Walton was complaining.
Mm-hmm.
And Jess Kersey took the whistle out of his mouth and said, "Shut up, you big baby, and just play." And nobody does that anymore.
Well, why do you think? That's an Adam Silver issue. Why do you think Adam Silver hasn't said to the officials, look, here's the deal. Let them say whatever they want. If it gets physical, tee them up, but don't tee them up if it's just verbal.
Yeah, I don't know. That's obviously what I would do, but they just don't. I mean, I guess they want the officials to have more authority.
Yeah.
But this was a misuse of authority in every way. Think about this, guys. 7 minutes to go. 108-107 Lakers in Oklahoma City. If you're an NBA fan, you can't ask for a better setup than that. I mean, it's just perfect. You're coming down to the wire against the best team in the NBA. Shea was having an unbelievable game. Would Shea have taken the game over anyway and Oklahoma City won it? Maybe. But now we'll never know.
Yeah, we'll never know.
Because they kneecapped. The last time I can remember a ref kneecapping a game like this, Andy, you'll remember this. Do you remember when Joey Crawford threw out Tim Duncan
for laughing.
when he was sitting on the bench
Smiling.
and he wasn't doing anything? And Joey Crawford just doesn't like Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
And the NBA actually ended up sitting Joey for a couple of games because of that. And I don't know if they'll do the same to JT Orr. Again, refereeing in the NBA is a really hard job, and he's done a good job at it for a number of years. He just had a really bad night. But a bad night cannot be compounded by you ejecting one of the top 5 players in the world because you thought he cursed at you.
Right.
Is your ego that big? What if he did curse at you? Turn around and curse back at him. Turn around and say, shut up or I'm going to give you a second tee. But throw him out in a 1-point game with 7 minutes to go in the final week of the regular season?
In a game that matters so much for the Lakers.
Too, why would Luka even have been yelling at the ref in that moment? Like
telling him to shut the F up?
There was no contact. There was no reason for him to yell.
It wasn't like an and one type situation like he was backpedaling. Like, why would he even have been yelling at the ref at all?
And let me add another element to this. You guys have heard me say this a lot. Elite players, star players in the league, either foul or get fouled on almost every play. I mean, whether it's Magic, Shaq, Larry Bird, Shea, Luka, LeBron. I mean, they're so hard to guard that there's going to be contact. Either they're going to incite it or they're going to be the victim of it. You can't call every single one. So you got to give those guys a little more rope. They know you can't stop the game every 30 seconds, but if they get hit, you got to let them vent a little. And they didn't do that. And I thought they really messed up what was otherwise a spectacular game.
This just came out from NBA official. Luka Doncic, technical foul at 7:40 of the fourth quarter, has been rescinded upon league office review.
A lot of good that does.
It actually does.
Just rescinded the technical.
Well, it means he goes from
15 to 14.
15 to 14.
So it
okay.
actually is a big deal.
Right.
It's not as big of a deal as Laker fans would want it to be.
Screwed last night.
But it is actually helpful.
For his total for the
16,
season.
you get
suspended. Yeah, you get suspended
so
for a
game.
game.
So it does matter.
By the way, guys, Luka just arrived.
Yep.
And it is as if somebody is arriving on the red carpet at the Oscars. It is, you'll see this video on Spectrum or on ESPN, wherever you decide to watch the game. He's got 15 cameras around, and all he's doing is walking from the bus to the locker room.
And can you see their shirts on all the seats?
Yeah, every one of them, and it's in Slovenian, and it says "Thank you for everything" in Slovenian.
Yeah, and have you seen
which
that?
I thought was kind of weird. I mean, he doesn't like you, you don't like him.
Yeah, I mean, why are you trying to? Do you know they tried to get this sponsored?
Money.
Luka's return. They were looking for sponsors.
Yeah,
like
I heard
Luka's
he shot it
return
down.
presented by. I mean, seriously, everything they do is wrong. That's got to be the dumbest organization in sports right now.
Well,
it's a clown show.
This new guy, Dumont, is way over his skis.
Yeah,
he's the guy that came out and said when they traded Luka, we want players with work ethic like Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
Shaq had the worst work ethic of any player I ever covered. I mean, if that shows what that guy knows.
We'll talk a little bit about tonight as Luka Doncic returns to Dallas. And by the way, Anthony Davis will face the Lakers for the first time. We'll get into that a little bit. Plus, a way to look 7 to 10 years younger than you are.
Really?
Yeah. We should all try this. I promise you, we should all be doing this now. We'll do that coming up next for you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. Let me tell you about Jacob Imrani. This is just a great guy. One of my really good friends was at my party a couple of weeks ago, my birthday party. And I'm telling you, if you are involved in any kind of accident, if you're injured in some way, whether it's as a pedestrian or in a car or an Uber or Lyft or whatever that is, since the 90s, he has handled every type of vehicle accident. And Jacob and his team not going to settle for a lowball offer from the insurance company. No, Jacob you're never going to pay a penny out of pocket. So your car will get fixed, you see a medical specialist, and you get back on track with your life as well. And if you prefer to meet face-to-face, Jacob's team will actually come to you. Or you can go into Jacob's office. You can call him 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember,
accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
And if you or a loved one has been injured or lost property because of the recent wildfires, lawsuits have been filed against those responsible. Please call Jacob for a case evaluation or help reviewing your insurance policy and your claims. That's completely free. Together we are LA strong. Remember, calljacob.com. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Two of the biggest titans in all of CONCACAF. Los Angeles Football Club, Inter Miami CF. Battle it out for one spot in the CONCACAF Champions Cup semifinal.
Shot from 22 and in! Ordaz has scored! It's a golazo!
Last week, leg one was a thrill at BMO Stadium. Leg two in Miami will not disappoint. LAFC versus Inter Miami.
What's it going to take them out over there in leg two? Teamwork makes the dream work.
Pre-game starts today at 4:30 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
Is it time to sell your home? Maybe you want to downsize. Maybe you want to move. Or maybe you inherited a home that you just don't want to hang on to. Whatever your reasons to sell, call Seller's Advantage. Seller's Advantage has been buying homes for decades. Their seller reviews speak for themselves. They're just people who buy from people, and they'll provide you a custom solution that works for your needs. They offer and will buy with cash, and they close in days. The great part is you don't have to worry about spending any money on repairs, preparing your home to be shown, or having people come in and out. And there are no agents, just a great offer and an easy experience that will give you the peace of mind so that you can walk away happy. So if it's time to sell your home, call Seller's Advantage for a free, no obligation offer today. 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, or visit sellersadvantage.com.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
All right, listen up. Whether you're out for a walk, hitting the gym, or just tackling your day, in this LA heat, chafing is no joke. Take my word for it. That's why you need Highlands Chafing Relief. This stuff is a game changer. Goes on like a cream, dries like a powder, and stays put even through sweat and water. No greasy mess, just all-day protection. If you've already got some chafing, Highlands soothes it fast with aloe, shea butter, and tea tree oil. Don't let chafing slow you down. Grab Highlands Chafing Relief at Walmart or Target right now.
ESPN LA is hitting the road. Tune in Monday, April 14th to Sedano and Cap as we broadcast live from SeaWorld San Diego. We'll explore the nation's largest standalone jellyfish exhibit, the all-new Jewels of the Sea, featuring awe-inspiring jellyfish, and set sail on a flavor adventure at the Seven Seas Food Festival. Don't miss the action, the fun, and maybe even a few surprises. Monday, April 14th, 3 to 6 p.m. Live from SeaWorld San Diego. SeaWorld San Diego. Open your world to something amazing.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
There's LeBron and Luka, the dynamic duo taking over the NBA.
I can't believe that we just had an assist, LeBron James to Luka Doncic.
But before that, there was the original duo, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Ireland has an idea. I do. I think it's stupid, but there are other ideas out there.
More Mason and Ireland right now.
It's the anniversary of this song being at number one. I forget what year, but
1977.
77. Thank you very much, Franco. Big hit. I guess this is disco, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah. This is
ABBA
definitely.
was ABBA all disco?
I consider him in the disco genre.
Does everybody's mom love ABBA?
Oh, my mom.
Oh my God, my mom is
Mamma
so
Mia,
into
all that
Mamma
stuff.
Mia.
Yeah.
I sat through Mamma Mia 2 with her.
Weren't there 3 Mamma Mia movies?
2 so far.
Okay.
If you are of a certain age, you were driven around in the back of a station wagon with ABBA blasting by your mother.
Yeah, it's
Or
true.
Juan Gabriel. If it was my
And you
mom.
know what Ireland said?
That is awful.
That is awful.
Yes,
Awful.
No seatbelts.
exactly.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we always make a little
Hello, friends.
Masters wagering. And Ireland, you have your 5 golf. We each take 5 golfers. We put $2,000 mythical dollars on each one and hope for the best. Ireland, who are your 5?
Rory McIlroy.
Okay.
Colin Morikawa.
Can you give the odds?
Yeah, 7-1 for Rory.
Okay.
18-1 for Colin.
Yep.
This is a guy I think is going to win. Ludwig Oberg, 20-1 from Sweden.
Ludwig.
Patrick Cantlay 35-1 and Min Woo Lee 45-1. Those are my 5.
Okay, Bergman, what you got?
I got Scotty Scheffler 4-1. I got Xander Schauffele at 18-1. Hideki Matsuyama at 28-1.
That's a good pick.
Victor Hovland at 35-1. And just randomly, because I thought I think he went to UCLA, Max Homa at 250-1.
No, he didn't go to UCLA, but he's from Valencia, and I think he went to Cal.
Oh, all right.
With
I thought he was
Colin
around here.
Morikawa.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've got John Rahm, who I think is going to win. He's 20-1. Robert McIntyre,
That's a
60-1.
good pick. Good pick, that dude.
Tony Finau, 75-1. I went all long shots.
That's not a bad pick either.
Dustin Johnson, 80-1, and Patrick Reed, 90-1.
If Patrick Reed wins again, the place they may just cancel the ceremony.
Yeah,
Everyone
that's
hates
true.
that guy.
That's
How many
true.
times has he won?
Once.
Yeah, one too
But if
many.
you win once at the Masters, you're exempt for life.
Forever, and you get an ugly green coat. You hang up your ugly green coat in Tom's cabin or whatever the hell it is.
I love you
and-
calling it a coat. It's not a jacket. It's a coat.
It's a coat.
It's a green
coat. Nobody wears that out, right? Don't you have to store the jacket at the Masters and then you can only wear it when you're at Augusta?
I think you get one there and you get one to take home. I know the night that Phil Mickelson won, for the first time, he slept in it, he said.
Is that right?
Yeah. And then there was a picture of him going to a McDonald's drive-thru and he had it on. I just don't think he took it off.
Is there ever, do they get a different jacket every time? So, like, does Tiger Woods have, like, 6?
When you sign up for the Masters, when you get in, one of the things they ask you for is your jacket size. So when on the last day, they know, like, they'll have 5 or 6 of those things waiting for anybody who could potentially win.
So I always think the Masters is like this, and the Masters I think is on ESPN, right? So I want to be
the first 2 days, yeah, and then
first 2 days.
CBS for the weekend.
Okay, so I want to play something for you. This is from Brandel Chambly. Does that sound
Yeah,
right?
he works for the Golf Channel. He used to be a pro golfer. He's an analyst on the Golf Channel.
So he was on with the Pardon My Take guys, and listen to what he said.
There are things you shouldn't say. You know, fan is a big one. You know, in their eyes, it's short for fanatical, and they don't want to refer to the people that are out there as being fanatical. That's why you hear people say patron. You could probably say spectator. You don't say driving range. It's a tournament practice facility. You could probably get away with back nine. You know, the saying is the Masters doesn't begin till the back nine on Sunday. But if you said back nine on the air, you would get reprimanded. You'd get a little, because it's the second nine. You don't want somebody to say he's playing the backside really well. Because back nine's close to backside, and backside is just far too colloquial. Somebody famously said, what's giving him problems here is the wind from his backside. If you go to the live telecast, it very much has that front porch, sweet tea, talking to your grandmother feel to it. And that is by design. Think about the putt on 17. Maybe. Yes, sir. You know, what you don't want is, it looks good, it's going to go down, it's going to break left. It's in the hole, Jack. You know. Jim Nantz, maybe a few more words, but it was the bear has come out of hibernation. You know, you get these great calls by Jim Nantz and Bern Lundquist, and back then it's been right. And, you know, they're judicious in their word choice, and it's softer, it's slower, it's more reverent. And it's
Ireland.
That's a
why
big part of the reason
can't
why
we
it's
just
one of
have
the-
fun at
the best
Augusta? Why does it
golf
have to
tournament
be
of the year, I would
so
argue.
serious? Fans, patrons,
Have
back
you
nine.
seen those commercials with Nick Saban when he's renting an Airbnb?
Yes.
That
This is not a
represents-
spa.
Yeah, that represents Augusta. That is how Augusta is. Hey, check-in time is 3:00. It's 2:55. I know. You know, it's like they don't have a sense of humor.
Here's an extremely annoying one. You can't say rough.
Why?
You have to say second cut.
You have to say second
Oh,
cut.
get out of here.
My
This really sounds like a
God.
George Carlin.
What do we
stand-up
call
bit.
us?
Yes.
Can you can't use the term sand trap.
Bunker.
A bunker. Okay.
Yeah.
Back nine we did. Driving range we did. Let me see some other words.
Gary McCord got kicked off the telecast because he said, these greens are so fast, it's like they're bikini wax.
Yes, and that was it.
And they said, nope, you're done.
Twosome is not used. It's supposed to be a pairing.
How about threesome? Is that okay?
Yeah, definitely
Threesome,
not.
I don't think anybody. They're too stuffy for a threesome at Augusta.
Even twosome, you're getting to some
Even
dicey
twosome,
territory.
yeah, exactly.
Not a two-way.
Yeah, I know everybody gets excited about it. For me, it means that I don't get up in the morning. That's the way I view the Masters. Normally, I get up and I watch Get Up.
No, Get Up was on this morning.
It was, but tomorrow it's not, and Friday it's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm planning ahead. All right, coming up next for you. Oh, hang on. I want to do one last thing. I want to play. This is what Brian Windhorst said about Luka in the ejection last night.
I believe Luka that he was cursing at the fan because I don't think there was even a foul on this play. I don't think it was something he would complain about, and he's always cursing at fans. The reason Luka got ejected from the game wasn't the mistake from the ref there. It was because he already had a technical foul for cursing out the same ref. And the referee was very happy to make sure he knew, I'm throwing you out. He got in that situation for the accumulation of technicals in the game. And the reason that the officials are quick to call technicals is because he's always cursing them out. So, was it unfair that he got this technical and was ejected from this game? I say yes. However, does he have to deal with that and earn it because of his reputation, the way he behaves? Yes.
I mean, yeah, there's a mitigating factor there. There's a track record and all that stuff. But in this case, the track record does not match this particular penalty.
I've never seen anyone complain, guys, more than Magic Johnson, who's one of the greatest players of all time. Complained on every call. Never committed a foul in his career. If you go back and look at any highlights of Magic, he basically, every time he would work the refs. But the officials knew he was a 6'9" point guard. He was probably getting fouled more than he was getting called, and they gave him a little rope. I would argue most officials do that. JT Orr had a very bad night. He's allowed. Refs can have bad nights like everybody else. The line he can't cross is physically removing a player from a one-point game in the fourth quarter when the game had been just outstanding. Been one of the great games of the year. And because he felt Luka disrespected him, he felt his ego was more important than leaving Luka in the game.
It's ridiculous.
Just wrong.
Ridiculous. All right, hey, that look 7 to 10 years younger thing, I got that coming back next. And then we got Game of Games. Whose game is it today, Bergman?
I have no idea.
Oh, it's
yours.
mine?
Right.
Oh, God.
Oh, you're doing
It
this
was in the
still?
email.
I'm still doing the bit. I'm always going to do the bit. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN. Let me tell you about Chumba Casino. You know it's time. It's officially time.
Chumba.
You know, if you are looking to play, if you're looking for action, Chumba Casino is where you want to be. It is game time. Chumba Casino, the action never stops. You can play online social casino games anytime, anywhere for free, no purchase necessary. Your playbook is stacked. Think bingo and solitaire and slots and so much more. Hundreds of games. You're never going to run out of action. Here's the kicker. They're dropping fresh games every single week. It's like a highlight reel of fun ready for you to tackle. Plus free daily login bonuses and a sweet welcome bonus when you join. Play for free. Take your shot. You could redeem some awesome prizes. What are you waiting for? The clock is ticking and the game is on. Suit up and let's do it. Head to ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com. Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Delaware, Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
ESPN LA is hitting the road. Tune in Monday, April 14th to Sedano and Cap as we broadcast live from SeaWorld San Diego. We'll explore the nation's largest standalone jellyfish exhibit, the all-new Jewels of the Sea, featuring awe-inspiring jellyfish, and set sail on a flavor adventure at the Seven Seas Food Festival. Don't miss the action, the fun, and maybe even a few surprises. Monday, April 14th. 3 to 6 p.m. Live from SeaWorld San Diego. SeaWorld San Diego. Open your world to something amazing.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gat today at 818-917-5256, or you go to avnergat.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergat.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergat.com.
50 years at full speed. It's going to be an epic celebration at the 50th anniversary Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach this weekend. It starts with the always exciting lineup: Indy cars, IMSA sports cars, Robbie Gordon's high-flying trucks, and drifting, along with the first ever historic Formula Exhibition event featuring all 3 eras of racing at the Grand Prix: Formula 5000, Formula 1, and Indy cars, all on track at the same time. A very special sight and sound for everyone to experience. Plus the huge Lifestyle Expo, Family Fun Zone, Mother's Exotic Car Paddock, and 2 exciting concerts: DJ duo Dubs on Friday night, presented by Acura, and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame band Foreigner on Saturday night, presented by Cuervo Tequila. Fun for the whole family this weekend, April 11th through the 13th. Ticket information at gplb.com. Come and join the celebration.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GO to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Mason and Ireland on LA's mega sports station.
I'm going to come out with something right here. I don't work as hard as John Ireland and have no interest in it.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
All right, Ireland is there in Dallas getting ready for Luka and his return to the town that loved him and cheered for him for 6.5 years. And Ireland, and Andy's here, and Bergman's here, and Laura and Brian are. So what's the general vibe in the arena right now, John?
Well, AD's out there warming up.
Okay.
Luka is not out there yet. There are no fans in the building yet. They'll let him in, I think, at the top of the hour. But it's going to be one of the most interesting crowds I've ever done a game at, because Ken, our engineer, was telling me that they did a poll. One of the local news stations did a poll here, and 65% of the respondents are rooting for the Lakers.
Really?
So I think it's going to be a weird game in which the Lakers will be the road team, but will have a ton of support, especially Luka. I think it'll sound more like a college game.
I want to pass this along. The Dodgers trail the Nationals 5-4 now. It is the bottom of the 5th. And is Landon Knack still in there? No, he's been replaced. Went Dreyer, Bonda.
And then Bonda, yeah.
Greg, are they in third place now?
Yes, they are. They're in third place.
Third
Doesn't
place.
mean anything, but yes, behind San Diego and
San Francisco.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anthony
Lots
Bond-
of season left.
Yeah,
obviously.
there are a few games
Andy
left.
Paz just made a really nice play in
There
center,
you go.
which you don't see ever.
You were anti-Paz
Well,
earlier
he's
this
been
week.
terrible.
So was I.
Be anti, Greg. Be
So was I. Homer last night. Nice catch there. All right, so this is something Laura came across. It is a something that can make you look 7 to 10 years younger.
Great. Send it to me.
Having daily sex can make you look younger.
No wonder I look so good.
Really?
I love this
You're
job.
out there on the road.
Yes, I'm out here on the road having daily sex with
Having
myself.
daily sex. You monster is right.
Perfect timing
You
on that
monster is
drop.
perfect. Yeah, Andy, regular? How regular are you?
I mean, I look pretty young, don't I?
You do look young. Yeah. Greg?
This morning.
Get
God
out of
bless
here.
you.
Boy, that was very exact.
Yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
When you live with your partner, you should be
I
getting
don't
it
live
daily.
with her.
Oh, so
Well, but
it's
she's
just you
there
by
a lot.
yourself?
Wow. She was there. Yeah, she was there. This time she was there.
She was there for it?
Still
Okay.
counts, Greg.
Still counts.
Counts either
Hey,
way.
you know
by
it.
the
You're
way.
on the
That's
road having a
specific.
daily. You
Counts either
understand.
way. Brian, you and Allison, pretty steady?
I don't kiss and tell.
Oh, come on.
But I will say I'm the youngest one here, so yeah.
You are the youngest one
This
here.
is a safe space. This is a safe space.
Yeah, safe space. I think it probably makes sense. I mean, honestly, if you're having sex on a more regular basis, you probably are younger in the actual biological clock.
Do you want to know why?
You're happier.
Yeah. Oh, there's a reason for why?
It
Okay,
says,
Laura.
Dr. David Weeks, a British clinical psychologist, conducted a study, and it says that it releases the release of human growth hormones during intercourse, which enhances skin elasticity and reduces wrinkles. So that's why you look younger.
There you go.
You're always in a good mood afterwards, you know? It's really nice. That's
I wanna
that's
see-
why in the
somebody said
morning.
that's-
You're
it's a good way to
tired
start the
and you're
day.
hungry after.
I want to
Hey,
see
Greg.
how young
Yeah.
this doctor looks.
Send that story to Lisa with no explanation.
Yeah.
Just send it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
send-
you want me to send it to her? Okay.
Send that to her, yeah. She'll
John,
appreciate
John,
that.
Right.
I'll give you one. Like John asked me to send you this.
Now, if Laura sent it, you might get away with it.
It's also,
Yeah, true.
It
Yeah,
improves
true,
sleep
probably.
quality, reduces stress, and boosts your immune system.
That definitely reduces stress.
Yeah, it does.
That is awful.
Okay. The whole conversation was. Ireland, did you realize you would have so many drops come out of your call last night?
As I said last night, I don't care. I don't care. Yeah,
That's my favorite of all of them.
It's
John.
the best one.
I thought it was the only one of all of the announcers who had the proper amount of outrage. That is awful.
I mean, yeah, did other announcers...
Everyone else, Billy, Stu,
was
and,
not
Mike,
dis-
and
Billy was
Michael
not
were like,
disgusted.
oh, no big deal. It
Billy
just
Mack
got
was
thrown
not
out.
disgusted with this. I was
No.
watching Billy Mack. He was just like, man, Jack in a box. That's what he said.
Burango. Good times.
Good times.
I would argue I was the only run with the requisite amount of outrage.
Yeah, I
You
think,
were right.
I think that's right. You were on it, man. All right, so we're going to do some game of games. We've got Lakers basketball pregame coming up for you at 3 o'clock, so we're out of here at 3. Andy's here, Bergman's here, Brian's here, Lars here, Ireland's in Dallas getting ready for the big Luka showdown. And we'll do game of games next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Two of the biggest titans in all of CONCACAF, Los Angeles Football Club, Inter Miami CF, battle it out for one spot in the CONCACAF Champions Cup semifinal.
Shot from 22 and in! Ordaz has scored! It's a golazo!
Last week, leg 1 was a thrill at BMO Stadium. Leg 2 in Miami will not disappoint. LAFC versus Inter Miami.
What's it going to take them out over there in leg 2? Teamwork makes the dream work.
Pre-game starts today at 4:30 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Our steamed vegetables and signature salads are made fresh for you. Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
The sports calendar is heating up, and with ESPN Bet Sportsbook, you can go from checking news to stats to placing bets in a couple of taps. Stream games, bet live, and get exclusive offers when you link your ESPN account. Right now, you can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
With Progressive Customer Service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport.
Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last 2, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland.
Game of Games.
Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time. It is my game today. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players. Bergman, Andy, Ireland, Brian, and Laura. Name of the game is Where He Play. So I am going to give you a name. You tell, and I'll give you a choice of teams or movies. Some of these people are actors. So Where He Play might be a movie. You'll get it real easy. Let's start out with Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner.
Easy.
Where He Play. Toronto Maple Leafs, Minnesota Twins, or the movie Gladiator 2. Bergman.
Gladiator 2.
Gladiator 2. Andy.
Which was the hockey team again?
Maple Leafs.
Maple Leafs.
Maple Leafs. Ireland.
I'm with Andy.
Maple
Hockey
Leafs.
player.
Brian.
Twins.
Twins. And Laura.
Maple Leafs.
Maple Leaves is the correct answer. Yes, he was not in Gladiator 2, does not play for the Twins. Number
Big
2.
Toronto fan, Andy?
Just guessed.
Number 2 is Gavin Sheets. Where He Play. The new movie Minecraft, the New York Islanders, or the San Diego Padres. Where He Play. Andy.
Padres.
Says the Padres. Ireland.
Padres.
Padres. Brian.
Padres.
Padres. Laura.
They all sound so convinced, so why go against them?
Padres. Bergman.
It is the Padres.
It is the Padres.
Is he related
yeah.
He used to play for the Brewers.
Yeah, that was a gimme. I don't know if he's related to Ben Sheets or not, but Gavin Sheets is an outfielder with the Padres. I've got Andy 2, Ireland 2, Laura 2, Bergman, Brian with 1. Number 3, Adam Fox. Adam Fox. Where He Play. New York Rangers, the movie Talladega Nights, or the movie Texas Rangers. I'm sorry. It's either the New York Rangers, Talladega Nights, or the Texas Rangers. We start out with Ireland here.
All right, I have no idea who Adam Fox is, but Michael J. Fox is a Canadian, so I will say Adam Fox is a hockey player.
Is a hockey player. Brian.
Whichever one of those teams
Yeah,
is
the
a hockey
Rangers.
team. Okay.
I'll go Rangers as well.
The Hockey Rangers.
Yes, Hockey Rangers.
Okay. Laura.
I'll go with the movie.
Going with the movie, Talladega Nights. Bergman.
Hockey Rangers.
Hockey Rangers and Andy.
I'm going to go Texas Rangers.
The correct answer is Hockey Rangers. Yes. So Ireland takes that. Ireland's got
The
a
Michael
lead now.
J. Fox theory worked?
Apparently,
It worked.
it did.
Wow.
Ireland 3, Laura 2, Brian 2, Bergman 2. Oh, everybody's in this thing. Okay, number 4.
Andy 1.
No, I've got 2.
Andy's got 2.
Okay.
Frank Vincent. Where He Play. Seattle Mariners, Goodfellas, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Where He Play. We start out with Brian here.
Goodfellas.
Says Goodfellas. Laura.
Buccaneers.
Buccaneers. Bergman.
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. Andy.
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. Ireland.
Isn't he the guy who says who gives Pesci the shine box speech?
Yep.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Now go home and get your shine
Go home
box.
and get your shine box.
Yep. Did I get you, Brian? You answered, right?
Brian
yes,
got
I got
it.
it.
Yeah,
Brian
the
got
correct
it.
answer is Goodfellas. He plays Billy Bats in Goodfellas. I believe he's the guy that also whacks Pesci and his brother in the head when they're out in the desert
In
digging
Casino.
a hole.
Wait a minute.
That's in
Andy,
Casino.
Andy, I thought Pesci whacks him.
Well, no. I think he whacks Pesci in Casino, but in Goodfellas, they whack Billy Bats.
Billy Bats.
Yeah,
right.
that's what I thought.
And I think
Okay.
he's also in Raging Bull.
Oh, there you
I
go.
think.
Okay. So it's a spirited race here. Ireland 4, Andy, Bergman, Brian 3, and Laura 2. Number 5, Hugo Weaving. Hugo Weaving, Where He Play. The Kansas City Royals, the Matrix, or the New England Patriots. We start with Laura here.
Let's go with the Matrix.
Going with the Matrix. Bergman.
I'll join you. I'll go Matrix.
Matrix. Andy.
Matrix.
Matrix. Ireland.
With the crowd, Matrix.
Matrix. Brian?
Matrix.
Matrix, yes. Matrix. That was a fairly easy one. He is Agent Smith.
Yeah, he's a
lot of people think I look like him.
Yeah, there is a resemblance.
Absolutely. I can see that.
Absolutely. All right, number 6, Spencer Bivens. Spencer Bivens, where he play? Rocky IV, the San Francisco Giants, or the Colorado Avalanche? Where he play? We will now start with Bergman.
Okay, Bivens, the Avalanche.
Avalanche. Andy. Avalanche. Ireland.
Baseball player.
Says the Giants. Brian.
Giants.
Says the Giants. Laura.
Hockey player.
Hockey player. The correct answer is, he plays for the San Francisco Giants.
Yeah,
he's
the
a
Giants.
pitcher for the Giants. Ireland's taking a commanding lead. He's
I don't
got
think
6.
so. I think Brian's only one back.
Yeah, Brian, you're
right,
one
come on
back.
now.
You're one
How
back.
many left?
There are 3 left. 3 left. So Ireland's got a lead. He will go first now. Austin Corbett, where he play? The Godfather 3, the Carolina Panthers, or the Baltimore Orioles? Where he play? Ireland.
Orioles.
Says Orioles. Brian?
I'll take Panthers.
Panthers. Laura?
Do I have to go different?
Yeah,
Yes.
you do.
Well, okay. Whatever.
So the other one is Godfather 3.
Got you. Sure.
That's number 3. Okay, Bergman.
Panthers.
Panthers. Andy.
Orioles.
Orioles. We're all the way through. The correct answer is Carolina Panthers.
He got me.
So we've got a
Caught
tie
me.
now. We've got Ireland 6, Brian 6, Bergman 5.
And I'm out, right?
And Laura, you're out. Andy's got 4. You're hanging in there a
Okay.
little bit. You got to go different on both of
Right.
these. Jack Kakanovitz. Jack Kakanovitz. Where he play? Deadpool versus Wolverine, the LA Angels, or the Minnesota Vikings? Where he play? We start with Ireland, our leader.
I'm going to say he's an actor, the first one.
Okay, he says Deadpool versus Wolverine. Brian?
I'll take the Angels.
Take the Angels. Bergman?
I'm going to go with Ireland. I don't have to go different yet.
No. Deadpool?
Deadpool.
And Andy?
I guess I should go strategically Vikings.
Vikings. Andy, you are done for the day. The correct answer, the LA Angels.
Oh, wow.
Come
Did you
on.
know that?
I didn't know.
I think
You answered with confidence.
I think
Gotta
I'm out
answer with
too.
confidence.
It's one
Yeah.
left. Yeah, I'm out.
Own it.
Yeah,
Brian.
so Andy's out, Bergman's
Brian's
out.
got the lead.
And Brian, you've got the lead, so you go first, and Ireland's got to go different. Last one. John Gibson, where he play? Anaheim Ducks, the movie Mighty Ducks, or the Arizona Diamondbacks? John Gibson, where he play? Brian
Mighty Ducks.
says the Mighty Ducks movie. Ireland, got to do
I
different.
think he plays for the actual Ducks.
And
I think he's a goalie
You
for the
are
actual
correct.
Ducks.
He's the goalie
Okay.
for the Anaheim
Damn.
Ducks. We've got a tie. All right, so it is duck related, the tiebreaker.
Okay.
What is the worldwide box office gross of the original Mighty Ducks movie? Original box office gross
Worldwide.
of the original Mighty Ducks movie. Brian, you're going to have to jot down a number. Ireland. You got it, Brian? Okay.
Yep.
Ireland, what say you?
I'm gonna go. 50 million.
50 million. Brian?
30 million.
It's Ireland's day. $50.75
No
million.
way!
Wow.
You were right there on it.
It only made that worldwide?
Worldwide, $50.75 million. Yes.
I had it like at 137. That was a big movie
It was a big movie
for kids.
for kids.
Yeah.
It was a
But
big
it
movie for kids.
spawned an entire franchise. I
Right.
would have figured that it made more money.
Yeah.
So true story. One day I'm playing golf at Mountain Gate, and I just went out and played by myself. And I start talking to this guy, and he said, I go, what do you do? And he said, I produced all of the Mighty Ducks movies.
That's awesome.
And I said to him, I go, hey, so the first movie you made was before there was an actual Mighty Ducks franchise, right? He goes, yep. And I went, so shouldn't you get like a cut of that NHL money? And he goes, why do you think I sued the league for $1 billion?
There you go.
I said, did you win? He goes, I settled.
There you go. He got some
I said,
dough.
for how much? He goes, not saying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good for him.
Well, they used
But-
the logo from the movie on the jersey.
Sure. The Mighty Ducks first movie grossed $50.75. By the way, this is not a successful franchise. D2, The Mighty Ducks, $45.
Great
and
movie.
then D3, The Mighty Ducks, $22 million.
Not that
Greg,
great, but
didn't
still.
Kenan Thompson come out of that
Yep, he was.
series?
He was in the second movie, D2, The Mighty Ducks, and he had the knuckle puck.
Joshua Jackson also
Yep,
came out of
big
there.
part of that too. Yeah, he was Charlie, right? Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
who it was.
He
All
was.
right, so
I think I'm right. Brian
Anyway,
knows.
as far as the Mighty Ducks movies goes, I will speak for John.
I don't care.
Great
Right.
movie. Come
yeah,
on now.
and as for the game,
That is awful.
no, it was a decent game. It was not
was
an
good.
awful game. It was okay. It was all right. I'm running out of game ideas. I really am.
Just recycle.
I've got nothing in my head anymore when I
This is
sit
why
down and do a
ChatGPT
game of games.
Hey, so think about this, you guys. Is there any way under God's green earth that Luka gets thrown out tonight?
No,
he
zero.
better not.
Zero.
Then why did he get thrown out last night?
He shouldn't have been.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't make any sense.
JT Orr. JT
Yeah, I mean,
Orr.
he's allowed to have a bad game, but that's a
That's
bridge
a
too far.
huge mistake.
According to his NBA Ref Association bio, his favorite movie is White Men Can't Jump, where all these basketball players throw around profanity
and talk
insults.
crap.
Yeah,
You're right,
talk
you're
trash.
right.
Like, you
Yeah.
can't make that up. That's his favorite movie.
And he's also, John, do you take anything that he's only refereed in 1 or 2 postseason games in 14 years?
Well, now you know why.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now it
that's why.
shows. Now, will there be ramifications for this? Like, does he get a bad grade from the league, and does it
Yeah,
affect
they
him?
grade the refs on every game. Here are the officials for tonight. Mark Davis, Jason Goebel, and Jason Goldenberg. Mark Davis has a reputation of being tough but fair, kind of a short fuse. But Mark's done a bunch of NBA Finals games, bunch of big games. I'm sure he's here for a reason.
By the way, another nugget. I don't know why his favorite TV show is Yellowstone, and he has fondness.
And they talk a lot of crap in that show too.
And he has fondness for the meal biscuits and gravy. By the way, that is actually a really delicious food.
It is good.
When they get that greasy sausage gravy on the biscuit. Oh. Ireland, I don't know if I told you this or not, but since my party, I've gained. Well, I was up 9 pounds. Now I'm up 6 pounds from the party.
Are you dieting?
Hell yes, I am. I'm back at the gym.
I met your trainer at the party. What a nice guy.
He's a great dude. He really is.
Oh, the trainer of the Stars?
Steve Zim was there.
I didn't meet him.
Yeah, Steve Zim, trainer to the
It's
Stars.
the reboot time.
Yeah, it is. It's time to reboot officially, John. Because you know what happened? I had the first week after the party, we had leftover cake, and I swear to God, I ate cake all week long. Then I go on vacation, and nobody eats good on vacation. I come back, and I'm up 9. I'm like, holy hell, it's all falling apart.
You've always gained and lost fairly quickly, though.
Yeah, it's true. My weight is like Kendrick Perkins said yesterday, a little up and down. A little up and down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next for you is Lakers basketball. This is going to be a fascinating night as Luka Doncic returns to Dallas. And by the way, the other nugget there, obviously, is Anthony Davis will face the Lakers for the first time. John, is this a win?
I don't know. I think it's a coin flip. I think that they win Friday and they win Sunday, but I don't know about tonight. Tonight's going to be a coin flip either way.
A lot of drama on the way for you. Andy, thank you. Bergman, nice work. Brian, Laura, thank you very much. That's it. We're back tomorrow. Me and Ireland together tomorrow. Mark your calendars. We're actually together. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.